Hello everyone and welcome back to Capcom Fighters, another Monday night of sets. We have been on quite the hiatus. My compadre, my fellow Britishman, he's left me. So I was a bit upset. But my other compadre, he rang me and said, I'll save you. Which he's here in person. We're double vaccinated, which is all good. So I'm hoping you guys are good at home. I'm going to be your host tonight, Jammerz. And he is here. And he will tell me about the 7th character that Capcom haven't told you about. There's going to be 2 more after Luke. Matt, how you feeling?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for putting a good word for me and getting me back on the show. I haven't been on since, well, like February. It's been a long time, isn't it?
It's been crazy. But it's going to be definitely an interesting one here. We do have... today's episode is going to be a special this time. It's not going to be the usual exhibition that we have with 2 players. We're going to have 4 players this time round.
Oh, wow.
And they're going to be showcasing the new characters.
Double the fun.
Yeah, that came out today. Your Oro and your Akira.
Happy Oro and Akira Day.
So, do you know what was funny about those 2 characters is everyone forgot they were coming out at the same time. Because the roadmap said 2 characters at the same time. It was like, oh, when's the first one coming out? Then the next one's coming out.
Yeah.
No, they're coming out at the same time. And I was like, probably I was the only one who knew they were coming out at the same time.
It was always on the roadmap. It was pretty clear from the start. But yeah.
And you had quite a bit of time with them beforehand.
Yeah,
so
I've been playing around with them and, you know, having a bit of fun. Did some for both the trailers and just figuring stuff out. Oro seems way above my level in terms of what I would actually be able to do. Like, his V-Trigger 2 feels like Manat's V-Trigger 1. It's just like that level of flexibility and complexity. Definitely not my cup of tea, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the the pros are able to do with it. But Akira, on the other hand, that's my kind of character.
I definitely feel Akira is probably, you guys at home have done the same thing. I've definitely seen more Akiras online than I have Oros right now. Speaking of the devil, shout out to the stream team. They're putting on the Akira trailer for you guys now. I've got to say,
Motorbike.
These guys, once again, have done a stellar job, not just with the communication with the community and what they've been up to in terms of development. It's just with how they haven't been afraid in certain aspects to go nuts with some of these characters, especially with some flexibility. Obviously, every character will have their strengths and weaknesses in a fighting game. We're still trying to figure that one out. But right now... you could definitely see the amount of time they put into both of these 2. Like, you know, they have definitely not rested on their laurels on this one. They've gone all in. Like, with, like, pretty unique mechanics, like... Was it Akira's V-Skill 2, as we're getting shown here? Like, you know, the fact you can go all the way pretty much to the top of the ceiling of the stage and start doing all kinds of, like, crazy combos and stuff. That's like a level above like some of the other characters we've seen up to this point. And then Oro's V-Trigger 2. Oh yeah, the Tengu Stone. Yeah, the Tengu Stone.
Just the, you know, the flexibility and like, you know, the mix-ups and setups and stuff you can do off that, which we're already seeing on Twitter at the moment with like you know, the pro players like figuring stuff out. It's just, yeah, it's exciting because I feel like we're not going to discover everything these characters have to do within like a few days. It's going to take a little while.
So I've got 2 questions for you. First of all, the first one is pretty simple. Are we going to see the usual Street Riot introduction videos for the player?
So after the Gil one, when I kind of like showed like way too much like ahead of the character coming out, so the team did say, I think we need to like dial it in a little bit and not show so much, so that, you know, it's like we can allow for players to kind of like, you know, discover stuff for themselves. So basically that got they got sidelined a bit, and now they're going a week after the character comes out rather than before. Okay. So that people like, you know, can discover everything for themselves.
I mean, it's still. I mean, obviously it's not going to happen on the day or 2 days prior, but it's still good as a project overall to have all the introduction videos for the characters.
And then I get to speak to the dev team now and do like a Q&A, which we've put into the intro videos as well. So there's an extra component to it to make it a bit more interesting, even though it's coming out afterwards.
Okay, interesting. So the videos will come out well. You'll know when they're out, and also. And
I'm also working on another one with Itsuno-san, who was the director for Rival Schools. So I'm working on a history of Rival Schools, like a video as well. But that's going to come out much later. But I'm sent him a load of questions, and he's kindly offered to answer them about the development of the original game, which I'm quite looking forward to.
And also, my other question is, now that the characters are out, when you first heard they wanted to bring Akira back, was that something that was a genuine surprise? Did it make sense? Were you thinking, how would she fit in this game? Like, what were you
I
thinking?
definitely was surprised. I didn't expect, like, I remember for Marvel Infinite, we were asked, Capcom Europe was asked to, like, suggest some characters that could appear in the game, and Akira was one of the ones that we suggested. That didn't come to fruition, but the fact that she's now showing up in 5 as well, like, when I saw the roadmap, like, about a year and a half ago when they said, oh, we're going to put Akira in it, it's just like, yes! So we even put her on the back of the wall back at the office. I'm sure you remember.
You did. Now, here's the thing. See, I swear, I have to be careful because I know the content vultures might take this the wrong way.
Right.
Does that mean when you guys, or when development is thinking what characters should we put in a roster, and you guys throw a bunch of names out there, even if that certain name doesn't get put into the current fighting game, is it a future consideration?
I mean, I think, like, just like, you know, obviously we've got the dev team like Nakayama-san and those guys. They're really like into their old school, like, you know, Capcom history, and you know, he's been the director of like Street Fighter 5 since the start, and I think him alone would want like a character like Akira in Street Fighter 5. So I think they always take our recommendation. They're always looking at what people are saying online, but they're passionate about the old school stuff as well. So I think that's definitely one of the primary reasons why we've ended up with Oro and Akira, you know, now for like the last few characters for Season 5.
For sure. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, we tried to get the Oro trailer, but we can't get that here. But what we can do is, I do want to have another look at... Oh, is it Oro?
Oh.
I think we have it.
Fingers crossed. Yeah,
there we go. There you go. Okay, I did have word in my ear that we didn't have it, but shout out to the Shoot team. These guys always pulling through last minute. Here's the other trailer for Oro. If you have not seen it, it's been all over social media. The man is out. He is an old fart, but apparently, I think looking at him...
He's going to be a problem,
I think this character is definitely an investment character, just like some V-triggers and certain characters in this game. Right now, it's going to take a while because he's a hybrid between charge and motion. Is that correct?
Hybrid. Yeah.
Okay. And the thing I was most concerned about was his damage output. That is what
I've seen some of the stuff people have been figuring out. I already saw like it was pretty high, and now the community's got a hold of him. I'm seeing numbers in like the 700s now. Just of like, you know, like a single confirm. So he's definitely got some serious damage when he's fully loaded.
Yeah.
But he's not exactly high health as well. Like I think we just checked, he's 950 health, the same as Akira.
I don't know. It's like he definitely looks projectile centric to me under certain conditions.
Right.
The Tengu Stone, you know, the Onibi V skill 1, and obviously his typical projectile. So I'm very curious to see in the long run how it will. I definitely know both characters will cause a lot of the cast problems in terms of their aerial approach because they can either change their jump up or delay their landing. And if you're comfortable with doing certain anti-airs, you will get punished severely for it in a high damage output game.
It's just like with the splash of like Mika and stuff like that, isn't it? Like you change it and then... But this is even more, a little bit more extreme, isn't it? But like double jumps and the fact that Akira can throw the projectile out and either have the V-School one to power it up and then come straight down, almost like a dive kick, or she can just kind of like delay and then like bait out the anti-air and then come down. So like you said, it's...
Yeah, so
you can't just rely on the standard anti-air. You've got to look at what they're doing. Yeah,
right now I've seen Broski, which we will be having in a lobby later on tonight. I think I've seen Tokido, and I think I've seen Nemo try out this character. But if anyone in the stream chat or if anyone on Twitter wants to let us know who would you like to see play Oro at a competitive level, at me, at HC Jammerz on Twitter or at The Street Writer. Let's get your opinions in there because, again, two characters at the same time. Like we said, we've seen a plethora of Akiras already online because I think more people were excited for Akira because that was... If you look at the two characters...
She's a fan favorite. She's a fan favorite.
If you look at the two characters, you would have expected him more than a rival source character.
100%. Because like Akira is essentially, even though it's an in-house guest character, it's still a guest character.
Yeah.
So like, I've never been in Street Fighter before. Obviously, we've had Sakura in the Rival Schools series, but then that was a hell of a long time ago, so you're not necessarily expecting a Rival Schools character to come back into, you know, a modern Street Fighter, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah,
so like we said, the characters are out. If you haven't bought Street Fighter 5, I think today is the last day. It's on sale on Steam, because obviously Evolution Online happened over the past weekend.
Right.
And shout out to the team behind that, Tenno Production, because they were talking about some deals, trying to get some fighting games on sale there, and Street Fighter 5 was one of them. So if you're looking to pick up Akira or even Oro, they're available now as part of the Season Pass or individual characters. You pick up the game. It's hella cheap. Champion Edition. Make sure you check it out there. But then there was not only Akira and Oro, there was the last character. So if my guys in the back can roll that trailer there while me and Matt are talking the final character here. And this is, correct me if I'm wrong, the gateway to the future of Street Fighter.
Yes, that is what they said. It was kind of like the gateway to the future.
I didn't think they would be so candid about it. I thought they'd be a little bit more like discreet in terms of how they deliver the message.
It was an interesting choice of words for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, again, the Street Writer's first impressions when you saw him, Luke. I mean, what were you thinking?
I just thought like it looked more like a raw MMA character. That's what I thought. It looks like someone had just been taken out of like the UFC's like roster. So I was surprised because he looked a bit more like realistic, like his like fighting style, just like the way he kind of like moves. Yeah, but then they got the whole kind of like crazy stuff of like, you know, going like Gradius and just firing the bullets from like his fists and stuff as well. So like kind of like crazy element to it.
Well, they did say, I believe the character...
I've only pretty much seen as much as you've seen.
Okay.
So I've not played this character. Is still very much in development. I think they said he wasn't coming out to, what was it, November?
Yes. Yeah, so I think from now until, I'm probably thinking early November or even late October, right, they will obviously concoct they'll concoct the trailer.
Yeah, I expect there'll be like a winter update or something like that, potentially. Like all that kind of stuff's in discussion. Nothing's been set in stone yet, but that's what I expect they'll do, similar to that I've done the Season 5 characters so far. So we've definitely got more to see before this character launches.
Okay, I mean, you might give me the company answer, or you might give me the Street Writer answer, but after Luke, is that it? Like, no more costumes, no more stages? Like, is Luke the final?
I think in terms of characters, that's what they've said. Like, this is the last character. In terms of like any other ancillary parts, like, you know, like stages or costumes and stuff, I expect that there might potentially be more of that, but I actually don't know.
Okay, fair play. Well, again, guys, in the chat or on Twitter, let us know how you're feeling about these characters. Because, again, it's been a while since we've been on the Monday night show, and I've been very curious about a lot of people's opinions. Hopefully, some of you guys have been crazy active online on social media anyway. I've seen a ton of stuff for more so Oro than I have Akira right now, because, again, you see the Tengu Stone. It's like Seth's V-Trigger 2. It's like Manat's V-Trigger 1. Yep. Let's just have some fun and go nuts with that. Like we said, we do have guests tonight. We do have Broski coming on board. We have Shakz. We have Four Fields. And we also have a personal friend of mine. His handle is SirBlack. I don't know why he called himself that, but he's going to be joining us. He will be playing a little bit of Akira as well. But you know what? What we always do is we like to round up and talk about what happened in CPT as well. There has been 1 or 2 CPTs that have happened while we have been away. First of all, we got to do a late congratulations, better late than never, to Travis Styles for winning the Australian online CPT.
Doing it for Boxer.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, you're a huge fan of
100%, yeah, it's my main.
And he's done it here, and he will be going to the Capcom Cup finals in early 2022.
He did seal it with a tap as well, didn't he? I remember.
I think he did,
Vicious called it out, and it happened. So.
And again, what a turnaround from the Intel World Open performance.
Nice segue to that. Yeah.
For God's sake, I didn't even mean to do that. No pun intended. But literally, it was a good turnaround of results, because he didn't do as well as he wanted to in the Intel World Open Regional Finals. BK Summer won that. Shouts to BK Summer. The Australian scene has been putting on work, and it's great that in this online environment, we've been able to see and have dedicated events focused on them to showcase their talents. And Travis Styles will be the CPT representative later on this year, or next year. Later on this season, it's going to be early next year.
It'll be 2022 for the actual Capcom Cup. Yeah.
Now, the other person we had to congratulate, which myself and Logan did commentate over, was Monsieur Crimson, no longer sponsored free agent, winning the first of 2 tournaments for the France.
One hell of a year.
Yeah, France, Spain, and Portugal season there with Dalsim, proving to the world that he is strong as ever. And obviously, we're going to talk about this in moments. He didn't get changed in this latest character update.
But grand finals against Luffy, wasn't it?
Yes, he was playing for his life, which is kind of funny and kind of sad at the same time. But it's a luxury for the uninvolved. But we know how much it meant to him. So he will be one of 2 representatives from this region in the CPT. And there is an interview on YouTube of me and Logan having a little chat with Mr. Crimson regarding his thoughts, how he feels about the character, and how people should be improving and stuff in general.
Definitely
on screen, right now, you can see all the players that are qualified for Capcom Cup. Currently, with Travis Styles being the latest competitor to qualify, and Mr. Crimson was before that. But it's going to be an interesting run. Look at that. That is
3 camis, 2 boxes.
Look how funny things have changed as each character's come out, and certain things about the game and characters have changed. How that lineup has changed. I don't think you can.
The only double characters are Boxer and Karen. There's no other double ups as far as I can see.
Well, Rob TV, Karen. And
right, yeah.
Yeah,
of course,
I don't know why the website has not changed it to Karen. They just leave it on his gal for some weird reason. DCQ,
Good point, yeah.
Ding Tung Chu.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him in action. That's going to be interesting there. But yeah, I can't wait for the end of the season and just see how these guys fare off against each other, especially with the pandemic environment that we've been in online.
I'm just looking forward to seeing that offline competition. We're looking forward to SFL, and then obviously we're looking forward to the Capcom Cup finals as well. So
yes, for sure. And the online season does continue. I believe this was put up on Twitter yesterday or today. Anyone from the South African region, you can get signing up now. I believe you have about 2 weeks to get the sign-ins on board. This is going to be interesting, and I definitely want to see a lot of eyes on this region because, again, just like Australia, they didn't get as much spotlight as they deserve. But now they got their opportunity. I feel they should be doing that. So please get signing up if you're from that region there. And then obviously Central America, this should be happening this weekend, I believe. And the last minute registration, not last minute registration, you have
they're
until...
both happening this weekend?
No, so Africa's happening in 2 weeks' time, but they let you know now you can start registering.
Right, that makes sense, yeah.
I think the last day to register for Central America East is tonight.
Okay.
I think it's tonight.
So if you haven't signed up yet and you're in that region,
please get signing up there. But that action will be happening this weekend, Central America East there. So obviously the characters have just come out, but also another... Well, I'll tell you what, before we go on to that...
I don't actually know what the ruling is. Are they allowed to use the new characters that have just... Oh, I think it's got to be a week they've got to be out.
I think, a week, 7 days.
They would be banned this weekend.
Something like that, 7 to 12 days or something like that. But
I think it was a week.
Just don't forget, guys, this is the schedule that's happening. There you go. Central America East, it will be happening on 21st of August, so it's going to be this weekend, basically. And then next weekend, the following weekend, will be the Republic of South Africa. Initially, there was going to be the UK CPT happening in August, but...
There was a switcheroo.
Yeah, switcheroo. It got delayed, and it will be happening basically just over a month from now, but it will be happening a week after. Just set Japan's second qualification, which I'm sure the Japanese players are training hard for that right after they had a crazy weekend with Evo Online as well. Shouts to St. Cola and Tyrant for calling the action over Street Fighter on that there. But it's been a great weekend nevertheless. Now, obviously, before we go and get these players in and sort that stuff out, the other thing I wanted to ask you, and I'm pretty sure some people in the chat will be wondering this as well, another character like balance patch came out. Not so much stealthy, couple of bug fixes here and there, but I think the biggest winner of this current patch right now was Rose.
Rose, yes.
So
that was the main focus.
Do they tell you this, or is it just...
This was new. Actually, I didn't know. So, like, obviously, I've been talking to him about Oro and Akira. I wasn't aware that there was Rose changes coming as well. I have had a build. I'm sure if I checked Rose, which I didn't, I'd better find out. I literally just went in, checked Boxer. Boxer seemed pretty much the same. I didn't bother picking anyone else, and I just went straight in and picked Oro and Akira. So I did not know about Rose.
Okay, fair play, because I mean, this happened before, right before Red Bull Kumite, with a lot of character changes there. And they did something, I think, when Rose did come out, they did a couple of hot fixes or slight changes to characters like Lucia.
Quality of life change, like they've done with Vega this time, with like the 2 and 3 inputs for the claw.
So I'm guessing this is just the formula they're taking now, because usually we wait till the end of the season for anything to change, a huge balance overall update to happen, which I'm sure that'll probably happen when
it probably will. It's quite likely.
Again, but it looks like they're doing short in-betweeners here and there, just to fix a couple of things. And if something drastic needs to be changed, like Rose, then they will change it. But I mean, so that you were unaware of the Rose changes that came about. Yeah, I definitely did not get a memo on that one. Okay, fair play. I mean, hey, Rose is buffed. I want to give her another go. Hopefully, Broski might give her another go tonight, because he definitely... Well, fingers crossed, yeah. I haven't seen any Rose gameplay for ages, not since, like, I think maybe like when Filipino Man last played on the CPT was maybe the last time I saw Rose compete, so... Oh, well, I mean, she's in a weird place, but it was... I can tell that they saw that, right, the V skills are not working as we intended them to, so let us find a way, because they've done it to Boxer. He allowed to do target combos into V skill too, so why cannot Rose do the same thing? Yeah. Right? And I think that's fair. If it's going to be a game changer, only time will tell, but right now all the attention is on Oro and Akira. 100%. currently. Now, I'm not sure if we have anything else to show. I did have something regarding Evo, but it looks like what we are going to do is we're going to do that later tonight.
Okay.
What we're going to do now is we're going to appease the Twitch overlords, and we're going to go for a short esports break. But when we come back, we're going to get into the juicy games with our guests tonight. So guys, don't go nowhere. We'll be back with you shortly. All right, everybody, and welcome back to another Monday night of sets. We've had our little esports break, but now we're going to get into the GGs and let these guys showcase what they know today regarding these new characters. And we've got all players here, which is going to be absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
So it's going to be, obviously, SirBlack's debut on Capcom Fighters, because he's a big fan. He watches Street Fighter events, and he likes playing the game, but he's never actually been on here.
Okay.
So I gave him
Good to have him on, yeah.
I gave him a last-minute call, and I said,
Yeah.
get on. Like, I literally said, get on and show what you can do to the peoples here.
If he's been playing Akira, then perfect, yeah.
So he actually was a huge fan, and he was a huge advocate of Dan.
Oh, really?
And he's actually...
Well, the taunt cancels.
Yeah, he loves his execution. He loves his, his overall gameplay and the pressure and everything.
Do you play him much online?
Yeah, play him
How
a fair
often
bit.
does he drop a taunt cancel when you can punish him?
He only drops it when I freeze the screen.
Okay.
So when I do V reversal or V shift, then that's when it will force it to do.
Okay.
Put
That's pretty damn consistent, so I respect it. Yeah.
Because he likes to watch. He likes to watch RB. There's another guy called
the only guy who ever landed the infinite in a CPT, wasn't it? RB.
I think it was him who got it
Yeah,
removed.
yeah.
It might have been him who got it removed. I don't think he'd done it intentionally.
I mean, it was definitely already gonna be removed. So it was way before that. But it was like he was the only one to land it officially in a CPT event.
Well, I mean, it's on footage and it doesn't die on the internet. It will stay there forever, and we will have it all in the archives of our PCs or whatnot here. But yeah, he's going to be trying out Akira.
Okay.
I've told him to pick a more solid character if he wants to be more
Jest is
competitive,
even saying he's sick. Let's go.
Yeah, he plays a Jester and
review.
Joker a lot.
Okay.
So shouts to those guys here. So it will be an Akira mirror right now. It looks like they're both going to go with the whole V Skill 1 and V Trigger 1 layout here.
Has anybody because if you pick the story costume, her voice, she becomes more aggressive, like the story in Rival Schools. I've not seen anyone talk about this.
I didn't know that.
Because the build that I had, which I'm pretty sure is the same as this, if you pick the biker costume, she acts more aggressive like she does in Rival Schools. And I've not seen anyone talk about it yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. What the case is, I haven't actually seen many people use the story outfit. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I've seen people use...
It's the one that I 100% use. Obviously, I like motorbikes, so I'm wearing the full bike gear, but I've not seen many people use it.
I think the helmet looks a bit weird. That's just me, though. I need to find a color. When I find a color, I'll probably use it.
Okay. But I've seen that she's got the Lin color for her standard outfit from Alien vs Predator.
Yes,
which is really sick.
I still want to play that game. That game was so cool. And I watched you guys play in the office that one time.
Oh, loads of fun.
Alright, he's gonna do a little bit of damage there.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting. Yes. The
guy.
Yeah, they're still learning. He tried to cross-cut the Hotenshu there, but didn't really work out.
Goes to the corner carry off of the crumple.
I see you, Shakz.
Nice. Yeah, I would never think to do that. That's smart.
He was talking about the mid-screen confirms from V-Trigger 1 can be a little bit awkward, but I think the screen carry she gets from her combos and V-Trigger stuff so far looks pretty damn amazing. So.
Right, fishing with the low 4, which has got a decent amount of range on it.
Stand hard key, he didn't get it confirmed there.
Ooh,
there's a cross-cut.
Yep.
Yeah, if there's anything that a lot of the UK guys will tell you is against SirBlack, you actually can't really jump against him.
Okay, he's always ready.
But because it's a new character, he's going to have to learn the angle
Right.
at which you do the Hotenshu axiom.
Okay. Goes for the light elbow. Can I
Yes.
confirm? That was nice.
She's got a +3 on block, crouching medium punch. That looks like the combo start and the pressure tool there, which is pretty damn cool. I'm not sure about her crouching medium kick yet. I'm not convinced by it.
Okay.
He gets thrown. All right, he's going to go for the V skill 1 follow-up.
Yeah.
But we got his
This is easy enough. Yeah.
Lovely. So the frame data changes from, I think the light one is +1 to +5. The medium projectile goes from +2 to +6.
Yeah, so you can get the standing medium punch.
Yeah, and then the
and
heavy
and
one.
the crouching.
Yeah, and then the heavy one goes from +3 to +9.
9. But you only
so.
really get that off of a counter hit heavy button.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to combo into it.
Okay. So I was just looking at some numbers and frame data stuff today. So this character, I'm definitely going to get her out of the way and learn her first because it is quicker. I think over time, you will definitely see more people pick up Oro once we were fleshing things out.
Yeah. I reckon Oro is definitely going to be the stronger, ultimately.
Yeah, 100%.
Kira, if you go for the medium elbow, if the character's crouching, you can get a crouching jab.
Yeah.
But if they're standing, you can't get anything.
Yeah, it's similar to Lucia. Lucia has a combo like that as well with 2 jabs when they're crouching from her gunsmoke tackle.
But it's the same with her crouching light punch. Normally you can only combo into like the DP, but if they're standing, you can combo into the spin kicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! Yurarimon to close it out there. SirBlack getting that round. I actually didn't know her overhead went into target combo. I actually didn't know that.
Really?
That's
If he
crazy.
landed neat.
No, he literally did an overhead and he followed that up with something. Shakz.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because he didn't get punished because overhead's like -7, so. Good block. What's the combo we got here?
Yep.
Forward hard punch. He's going to get a nice little combo there and the knockdown from the heavy
Did you
elbow
get
tackle.
Oki off of the elbow?
Yes, the EX one, I think it's guaranteed on both wake-ups. The heavy one, I'm not too sure.
Okay. Because the heavy one you can combo into off of mediums.
Oh, hold on. No, OCG, it missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit tricky to confirm in a couple of angles there, but all right, stand fierce. That is -5, and that might be dead. Yeah, that should be dead. He sends the bar.
Actually, no.
Oh, missed it. Okay, backs off there. Gets the grab.
shimmy, yeah.
Oh, it didn't really. Shakz went for a shimmy attempt, so Black didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Just allowed the grab to happen. He's got CA though. Has CA one of the
They've
most.
both gone
damaging
for 1 across the board.
Yeah.
V-skill 1 and V-trigger 1.
Stand fierce, no cancel. I think you can hit confirm there, which is pretty interesting. Can you get the follow up? You can. He's going to spend 2
Double
bars.
bars, yeah. Decent damage though.
Look at that. I love that hard kick, but you got to be very careful with that.
Oh! That was a little too far out, unfortunately. Gets the charge though.
Oh, no cancel, no anti-air. We're still getting used to
Very
it.
plus, dashes in. What's he going to go for? Just a light double dash. Goes low jab. Yep.
Gets a tick throw. Oi, that's
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a legit meaty because that is -2 anyway, and because of the distance of how far her throw sends you,
Yeah.
you might as well just throw it out there anyway. I'm not sure because her throws actually do send you quite well away, and it's going to be an interesting case of the mind game,
Okay.
but regarding her throw mid-screen, because some people have started to, after Karen and Cammy, they start to forward dash after their throws to stop them from advancing.
Okay.
So I'm going to see maybe that will happen with Akira as well. Who knows? But when she has meter, outside of the EX tackle there, people are saving it for super, from what I've seen today.
Okay.
It's been a couple of hours, but that's what I've seen so far.
I mean, these guys have been spending it on the EX spin kick. More than anything else. Yeah, it's definitely minus. The forward heavy punch. I don't know how minus that is. But
Yeah, so heavy kick's like -4. Stand hard punch like -5. I think a forward heavy punch is like -4 or 5 as well. Is he going to jump over? He's going to back throw, okay.
yeah.
Oh, looking good here for SirBlack. Going to get that damage.
Ooh,
Oh,
missed the meaty.
that might have been a frame kill, actually. Oh, no, he didn't want that. He didn't want that. He wanted the spin kicks, yeah. Senshuku, I think it's called. Got to learn these names
Back
quickly.
rise.
Reversal, yeah, guaranteed.
The
then
tardy counter, as they call it in rival schools. I think it is.
Still got to wait for that. So he got the successful V reversal, but then he still had to block or consider Daigo. Oh.
But Daigo, no matter what happens, he always does the ground
Yep.
pound, and then he goes for like the Phoenix Aura as well.
Yep. So Aura is low tier and Akira is top tier. You shouldn't really be asking that question, only because the characters have only been out
it's
for
way
about
too early to
9
say.
hours, so
Yeah.
we don't actually know. And Oro is definitely an investment character. He might be a problem in the future. That's my personal
Yeah,
opinion.
he's one of those ones that's going to take a lot of time in the lab and just figuring out the matchups.
Block me a bit.
Yeah, punish that.
Right, he's got one chance. He has to grab him, then somehow activate.
Okay, what are we going to go for?
Yo, have we got those? That was a frame kill. It must have been. But Kiko Rensen's powered up. See, he's got to get fierce or something. He has to get
Punish that. I thought you let him get the...
Well, you're not sure, right? Because
Yeah.
we were still learning. He can only get one hit, yeah. Don't know what he's going to do.
Not seeing much use of the wrecker though.
I think it will be used for when people want to get the knockdown.
Okay, I'll just activate the V trigger.
Yeah, probably. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, unfortunate there, but for SirBlack, but you know, that's pretty interesting showcase from the two of them. Like you said, they went for the same V system loadout there. Definitely using those buttons. Obviously, it's day one. It's going to be week one. You're going to see a lot more heavies being utilized than mediums at the moment.
Of course.
Then we'll go trickle down, transition to the lights, where people want to start properly using it. But right now, people just want to hit hard and they want to go big. And I
I
can't
want to get that
that.
highlight reel finish.
It is big. And again, I can't wait to see how people have how they'll develop the character over time.
Is anyone going to pick V-Skill 2 out of our group, or do you reckon it's all going to be V-Skill 1?
I think it might be all V-Skill 1 from these guys.
I can understand
however,
why, but I just kind of I want to see some V-Skill 2 stuff as well.
I think I've seen El Chacote. Shouts to El Chacote. I think he's been dabbling with V-Skill 2. I think Punk has said he's going to, like, the next time he streams, I think he's streaming currently.
I mean, it makes sense sometimes just to start with the first two and then work your way towards to the next two just to figure it out.
Even the producers said, look, if you're unsure what to do, just start off with V skill 1 and V2 1. It's like, it's pretty straightforward, get the job done. And again, people want to have their version of the Desko in one of their favorite characters. So and he sticks around.
He does.
Through thick and thin, he sticks around. So you got to deal with it.
You can't hurt him.
Right, so let's see.
Potentially the strongest character in Street Fighter because you literally can't do anything to him.
It'll be interesting to see how people find ways around him. You know, will they block and try a delayed V shift? Will they jump out? You know,
it's just that, I mean, like, seeing, I think it was Shakz doing the corner carry with, like, when it hits and then using the crumple just to get the corner pressure. I didn't even think to do that, so that I'm already learning stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Can't wait to see what these
we've
guys
gone to the
come up with.
swimsuit outfit this time.
Do you know what? The colours in this are not that bad. Colours in this are not that bad.
And we've gone 1-1 again, okay, so that's what the 4 fills is using.
Yeah, I think they're just going to play it safe. I generally think they're just going to play it safe. Right? Obviously, it is a showcase. So
this definitely has a WSO Sessions vibe right now. With actually having, like, you know, the win on the screen, and then only have to get to 2.
Oh, he's not dead yet.
There's so much scaling!
Oh, he tried to fireball.
Okay, we've seen Reke. Gets the activation. Tries to bait it out.
So that move there, that's going to be really good for throw baits because you can tie your knee there.
Yes, you can.
And
there's no height restriction at all.
There's a couple of situations where it leaves Akira in throw range, and once you get that mix-up established, do that. And if it's the powered up version, you get the crumple.
You get the crumple, and you can do whatever you want. You can literally land and go straight into the standing heavy punch, and they'll still stay standing rather than knocking them down.
I was trying it earlier today, and it was looking, I'm like, boy, watch when people, you know, really start getting into this character. I'm just not 100% convinced that where she's going to scare you yet. That's the thing.
Okay. I mean, a lot of it's just unfamiliarity at moments. She could do well, but once people start figuring out what she's capable of, then maybe she'll level out a bit more and end up being more mid-tier. You never know.
Is her DP not a good anti-air? I think it looks pretty convincing right now. Obviously, the problem is not doing it regularly. It's trying to find those angles to properly execute as a crosscut, because it looked like when SirBlack was doing it before, it was a similar issue to Lucia, where if you do try the crosscut version, it might come out the regular version and they block it.
Okay.
Or in Akira's case, it will just whiff.
In terms of her normals, what's her? Is it like a crouching fierce punch?
I think it's stand medium kick. Stand medium kick looks like an anti-air.
Because that one forces stand on crouch. Crouching opponent. Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Crouch fist, stand medium kick. I think. Yeah. Well, there's the anti-air.
Yeah.
Hortenshu. Oh, can hit confirm. That's gonna be stunned. Not quite. Okay.
Not quite. Good tech. Oh, gets it, but not.
Interesting. Okay. See, now when I was talking to Shakz about Akira earlier, he had a feeling that I was going to be one of the few players that picked V-Trigger 2 with Akira.
Yeah, I heard that.
So I don't know why. I had a feeling you were going to pick it. So I've already used the Desko.
Not quite. So Phil's to bring this one back. He's going to take the setup now. Gets that
Air
nice
throw.
air throw, yeah.
Do you know what? I need to remember they have it. Both her and Oro have air throws. Why? Oh man, that's crazy.
Does Oro just it's just a regular air throw, or is it part of his V-Trigger 1?
No, I think he's got a regular air throw.
Okay.
As well as the command grab in V-Trigger 1. Okay, gonna go for the fire.
Tries to steal the frames.
Check on the dash though. Delay.
Yeah. Doesn't cancel it. Punish that, yeah.
Nice damage as well. I was told her stun output's pretty ridiculous, but I'd need to see those optimized combos at the end of the day.
Alright, we got the
Why
straight
not?
to DP, yeah.
Why not?
And again, working at the moment. Ooh.
Oh.
The jab.
V-shift. Yes.
Yeah, still got to take it though.
Meaty gets
Tardy
the
counter,
V reversal.
Yeah. Just do it. That hits everywhere pretty much.
Do you know what? That move there, when you do have Kiko Rensen, like the powered up, I don't see a reason not to throw that out.
I was thinking, would it be quick enough to punish Poison's crouching fifth punch?
What's the start on it? I don't know.
Because I don't know what the frames are, but it looks like it might be quick enough.
Maybe if you're out of range, because Poison Scratch Hard Punch is -11. If that punishes that, then I will definitely reevaluate the matchup. Because right now I'm thinking
it looks like it might be quick enough, but I don't know if anyone's checked the frames on it yet.
And you guys have to remember as well, one of the probably one of the hardest inputs for players in fighting games is forward to down forward. Forward to down forward, the DP motion. A lot of these guys, especially Phil's, he's been using the character as simple inputs.
Right.
So he's coming right up the
No,
back
I can
of
see that. Yeah, yeah.
trying to get you. Not learning, it's fine. Doing this at high level is a different story. So you might not see him consistently anti in situations where he should.
Oh, gets the raw jump in.
Stun? Yeah.
The stun didn't kick into the last hit there, so I'm assuming that just always get the full hit.
That should be dead.
Yeah. Oh, look quite.
No, I thought he was going to do the DP.
Punish.
He's going to get punished.
Oh,
no.
didn't get it.
Dude. Shaq.
What did he do? What did he try to cancel off?
He tried jab into Urarim on this shoulder.
Oh, okay, because yeah.
He tried to keep it bouncing, but Jammerz, have you seen the Sakura looks a bit different now? Do you know what? Funnily enough, it was my sister that showed me what happened to Sakura's face. Because she follows a bit of Street Fighter.
Okay.
She said, Jammerz, have you seen what they've done to Sakura? I said, what they've done? And I didn't know because I don't pick Sakura anymore.
Right.
Like to play or to
That's
lab
a long time
against.
ago. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm just like, oh, okay. Because she checked out her Twitter. Sorry. Do you know what? I wasn't expecting that, but good on them for doing that.
I had a lot of people asking me, like, why haven't they done Ken? And it's just like, I have no idea.
I mean, if you're going to do one, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. Even some people want Poison's face to be fixed. All right, so it's one apiece. Let's see if Shak's going to keep that 2-win streak up. That's punishable. That's -4. She's got no throw range. Literally zero throw range. But it's because she's got good walk speed. Excellent walk speed. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, that's going to take a while to get used to.
Yeah, because you got to think about what the optimal punish is. And then you just, while thinking about it, you don't have time to do it.
She reels back a bit.
She went for crouching medium punch, and that's not the best start, I think.
All right, going to activate. V-trigger 1.
Actually, no, it is, because then you can get the standing heavy punch.
I think that V-trigger will be an absolute terror in the corner. Mid-screen, I'm not so sure. Okay. Because people are pushing you out of it. Yeah. Feels has CA.
Oh, this is literally the last round.
Yeah, Feels has CA, but...
So that's it. Yeah.
Right. So here's another thing. This character is literally all strikes and throws. That's it. There's no huge comeback factor for me. Because those V-triggers, yes, V-trigger 1, Daigo stands there, he disappears. Like, he'll do his whole animation disappear. But there's going to be a lot of situations, especially those two are high-level players we have, some of the best players we have to offer in the UK.
Yeah.
The situation is permitted as good as you are.
Right.
So it's like, if you can't make a comeback and you know it's not feasible, you're probably going to lose the round. You probably are going to lose the round. Unless you do a Hail Mary jump in.
I mean, what's the best one for the comeback factor? You reckon like V-trigger 2's got more there?
I don't know, because
they're both 2-bar V-triggers as well. So like normally the real big comeback factor ones are the 3-bar ones, and she doesn't have a 3-bar.
Minus poison.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know, but on the whole,
V-trigger 2, you got to hit confirm. You have to hit confirm that. On block, it's probably good as the mix-up's dead. V-trigger 1, I think sometimes you might be able to throw it out there. Maybe the EX5 or the enhanced version might be able to.
If they're just blocking, what, you're going to get like a throw and then maybe 2.
I don't know.
As long as they're ready to block the overhead, then it's not. What are you doing?
Let's give it time. Obviously, it's early days. We like
that
to give
overhead's slow. And even if you go for the instant air, like here we go, it's Broski in now.
Shout outs to your boy, Turtle Playstyle Broski. He actually is the only one in this lobby that is going to be playing Oro. Yeah. I don't think any of the other guys.
It would take a Dowsin player or like a Manat player to do this.
So Broski loves his alternate names, and he's called himself Turtle Playstyle.
I like that. Yeah.
Now there is a flavor. I don't know if they have it in the States. Garlic and herbs. I would have used it as a sauce, a butter, whatever, right? I thought he was actually going to call himself Garlic and Hermits. I thought he was going to call himself Garlic and Hermits because I thought it would be pretty cool.
There's more levels to that one.
I don't know how many people would know those, so... Right, so... I'm not 100% sure about this guy's frame there. I know stand medium kick is +3.
I don't even know if he's got a free frame button or not.
Stand light punch, apparently.
Okay.
Apparently.
So I spent very little time with him.
And he's got a double jump. Obviously, he's using Tengu Stone, which is 3-bar V-trigger.
Already showing us what the double jump can do.
Oh, you do have to be careful, though, because I put a clip up on Twitter today when I was playing with Akira. When he does the double jump, when he's coming down, he's in the counter hit state.
Really?
So he's floating.
Like he's already pressed the button. Yeah.
But be careful. Now, this one, I feel that Akira might not do too bad in. If you got the spacing right, because they both look close quarter combat with their normals, so you should be able to get a couple with punishes here and there.
Yeah, he tries it. Yeah, the throw bait. Against the full charge, but not in range, looks like.
Look at that, you can even go backwards.
That's so confusing. Is he going to go? Yeah. Decent damage. No bar spent.
So, what, can Oro go neutral, forward, and backwards with the double jump? Do you know?
Yes.
Wow.
I think can he do up as well? I can't remember.
Oh, here comes the tank.
He can definitely go forwards or back.
Damn, Broski's really trying to like literally go aggressive with him. I think that's his opportunity to really go aggressive. Oro.
I mean, if you get this straight hit, it doesn't last very long though. If you activate and you're not like already in the combo, it just disappears quickly. Regardless if it's the powered up or the regular version.
Yeah.
He's got CA though, and can he get the hit? Oh, not in range. Good punish.
That was stab fierce, and that's got like a ton of recovery on that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Definitely, he's only going to get that V-trigger once around.
Because his universal hop, which he had in First Strike, which was the overhead, the universal overhead, is not an overhead in this one. That's what confused me when I first started playing it.
Okay. I didn't even know forward medium punch was special cancelable. That was sick. People so greedy with the Midari stones. Is that the one where he gets 5 stones, not 3? I think so.
Yeah, the was it 10? Yeah,
Tengu stones 3.
Yeah.
Midari's the 5, right?
Yeah.
I think
it's free for the one that lasts longer and 5 for the one that goes over really quickly.
Oh.
But it's also random what items you get, so it's never set. Yeah.
Because one of them looks like they're going to freeze the opponent and it doesn't, so I find it absurdly weird. Activate, can he grab?
So he's got the electricity, so I think that does more stun.
So they all got a purpose?
They do, yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah,
he's
forward.
dead.
He doesn't even need it, yeah. He's got the musical one.
Your boy.
Or 2 rather.
Yeah, so Oro apparently, because Street Rider was checking it earlier, is 950 vitality and it's 1050 stun. So
I think he got, was it 1050? I can't remember.
It must be 1000, 1050 or something. So it's definitely going to be a durability thing with him. I obviously, first glance, I can't tell who he's going to give too many problems to at the moment. His comeback factor is there with the V-Trigger 2. But I know this is the character Broski wants to invest quite a bit of time into. It'd be a nice addition if he can really go full-time with this guy like he did Dawson.
Yeah, he likes the sage characters, doesn't he? Like the older gentleman.
In the corner.
Nice, okay.
Cancel into Senshubu.
What corner pressure we got? Tries the shimmy, crouching fierce. But how minus it is.
That's like, I think that's safe to crouch immediately, but it reels him back.
Okay.
Like, that's annoying. Like, it actually reels him back. Nice charge. Forward medium punch, no cancel.
Gets it. Not in range.
It's fine.
Yeah.
He got it!
Already in the middle of the dash.
There's going to be so many scramble situations with that.
Double jab, yeah.
Back throw, yeah.
Kill.
Yeah, it does, now it does. It's a 2-hit move, 150 throw.
That definitely caught me out.
Again, the 1 bar's there. I'm just trying to see how, you know, obviously Shakz, 4Fields, and SirBlack are going to be utilizing their meat outside of Super with Akira today, because I'm just not sure what she will use it for. Outside of combo extensions. Right, he's still there.
Owen's got so many command normals as well. You got like so many moves you got to know the frame data for, like if you're playing against him.
Well, I think, look, it's been a while for some of the players to really sit down and learn something and improve.
I mean, they'll definitely get it, but like just like, you know, the first few days, like you got a lot to remember.
Oh yeah, that's what it's all about. Week 1, getting used to certain things.
Hey, that time.
It's gonna be meaty. Yeah, it's gonna be meaty. Get us back, bro.
Activates.
Right, he's done the Tengu stone, so there's 3 stones there. Forward medium punch is saved. That's gonna be dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Got all these combos down.
Oh yeah, listen, this guy got up at like 5 in the morning to play Oro.
Well, you said he's already in platinum, didn't you? So,
I was sleeping.
Yeah.
When I woke up at like 8 in the morning, and he said, I can't believe I woke up at 5 for this guy. I said, yeah, I can't believe it either. Right.
I gotta respect it. Oh, yeah. 2 hitters.
He wanted his Twitter clout earlier. I respect it.
Oh yeah. He's definitely one of the first guys I check out when there's a new character out. Because you know he's putting the time in like as soon as they drop.
Dude, he plays this game a lot.
Yeah.
I think some people misunderstand how much he plays and studies this game. So. There's an injector.
Punish.
Funnily enough, he looks like he's had a lot of straight hits, but Shakz is the one making the comeback, or like holding it down here.
Here we go. Are we going to get the what he showed us earlier? Oh no!
Could he sideswap that? I've never seen that.
I don't think he even needed to.
He's got 5 Tengu stones.
I reckon he could.
Oh, sorry, he's got 3.
This is going to run out really quickly.
He's got 5, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Another reversal.
Do you know what? I absolutely hope that doesn't have another soul illusion problem. The V-Trigger 2 of Rose. You just block it out, or V-reversal it.
I reckon it's got setups, but it's just going to take time to kind of like figure them all out.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I think what people do is let him exhaust some of the V gauge to a certain point, then they'll V-Rust and go back to neutral. I'm kind of curious now. I'll probably sit down with Oro all day tomorrow.
But just definitely, like, once he activates, you just kind of want to down back and just stay away, because if he gets that straight hit, the damage potential is insane.
But again, like we're talking about it, and I'm sure you guys have seen it from Dan up until now. All of these characters, despite where they'll end up in the competitive side of things, Street Fighter 5, they've actually all come with an abundance of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I can see why people would enjoy playing this character. Oro.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally the opposite of getting like 5 Shotos.
Well, I mean, look, if we were talking about with the stream team a couple of days ago. If you look at Ryu, and then you look at Oro, like, look at the significant difference between them.
It's a huge difference, yeah.
Yeah, Ryu's just crying in the corner somewhere.
With all the parries.
Alright, we got him on. Gonna get that Oki into the regular throw. And he's got V-Trigger on deck here. He's gonna activate here, Shakz. How much stun can he do? Okay.
So if you have V-Skill 2, that's where the fun starts. You're guaranteed to like get the launcher, and then you can just do what you want.
Maybe one of these guys
you get way more damage. You get way more damage, I think. If you hit with V-Trigger 1, and then you've got V-Skill 2, you get more damage.
Maybe one of these guys will use V-Skill 2 with Akira later. I don't know if you get Oki off of some of her enders. And I know one of your combos was featured, that really cool one with the air fireballs in the corner. That was a really sick one.
That's definitely corner only. But and you kind of have to land it raw, which is difficult. Yeah. It's got so much startup, it's kind of hard to land it as an anti-air as well.
This is his hit grab there. Broski does. He's going to be put in the corner for his trouble.
Damage. Yep.
Now, Oro does have a fully invincible move. Am I right, chat? Is this charge move?
Yeah.
Fully invincible?
Yeah, the flash kick, essentially, yeah.
Flash counter. Can't get anything from that. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Her corner game is going to be as scary as Lucia's probably.
I reckon he might be. Oh, no. He went for a reset. I reckon
he can kill him, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still in block stun.
He's probably got a super.
I got hit! I went for the full. You don't get anything off of that. If you go for the follow-up after the overhead, I've seen, like, I don't think there's any way to get anything else afterwards. Okay. Even if you're in the corner. Because there's so much recovery after the second hit lands, you just can't do anything.
Okay, well, I mean, the guys are still learning, and we're being educated as we go along. But what we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is during these showcases, we need to quench our thirsts. I need a drink. We're going to go for another short break. We'll be back with you on the other side. Right, Rich, do you want them to keep...
いつかあの背中に追いつくためにさーて一丁やってやりますかねえさっさすりゃすりゃいけとあいつすりゃさっさと始めようぜ俺は誰にも負けねえ
If I go too far, please forgive me.
All right, everyone, welcome back after our lovely ad break. Bills need to be paid. His overlords need to be happy. We need you to buy the DLC. It's out now. Oro and Akira, get playing. After this stream. But we're heading back into the game, and I want to make sure these guys get up and running so they can play more GGs, because I want to see some action. Shakz still on the win streak.
Is he, what is it, 4?
3, I believe.
3 back to back. Okay.
So we should be good to go, because great showcase so far. And
it makes sense. Out of all the guys who've got in the lobby, he's done the most damage in the CBT over the years. So I would expect Shakz to come out on top.
Well, he's been like versatile with a plethora of characters at the highest level.
Yeah. Nash, Laura, all the rest.
Karin, Cammy, even Zeku at one point.
Yeah.
He's having fun now.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him 3 weeks. I'm going to message him like, you still want to play this character?
It's some of the best time, like when a new character comes out, you can get like it goes a lot further on ranks just because like nobody's really ready for what's about to happen. So get your points in now.
Look, I don't know. Okay, we're region locked, so playing a new character or certain characters in Europe doesn't go well, because Europe still doesn't understand the concept of space or patience. I'm just going to put it out there. A lot of players in Europe don't understand the concept of space or patience, so you really can't do a lot of stuff that you want to do to see if it works. So that's why Poison is such a great character. So was Abigail at one point, because everyone would get upset because they'd stop you.
Oh, yeah.
Now all of a sudden it's like,
I remember the win streaks we used to have on WSO with a problem playing Abigail.
Someone's asked a good question there. F-Drove asked, is Akira a Rekka character? I believe she is not, right?
I mean, she kind of has a Rekka, but it's not really like a Phalon Rekka. So she does the heavy punch, and then you press forward punch, and you get like, the free thing.
Not a traditional.
No. I mean, a traditional Rekka character, you said, like, since, season 1, wouldn't really work in this game.
Yeah. Shout out to Shinobi Tools for answering the question for us. Thank you very much there. And then Shakz running away with another round. Again. And Shakz is an incredibly fast learner. So I think bringing Shakz on here was a good thing to show a couple of people that, again, we do have fast learners in this scene. Like, they get it. He understands the system. Give him any character. He'll probably do some damage with them. 3
back-to-back standing heavy kicks connecting there. Definitely one of her best spacing tools.
Stayed in front? Okay. Because you can cross up there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a low damaging super. She might still be alive?
Alive, yes.
Yeah. You can dash up. You can actually dash up after that. She has frame advantage.
Okay.
But she's not in throw range, similar to Rose.
Low.
Let's see. So, damn, Shakz.
That was quick. Well, that was the first round. Bloody hell.
So, Matt, I'm just going to discuss the elephant in the room. Daigo's colors changed. Yeah. Every time Akira changes a color costume, Daigo's
color coordinated. It's like if you pick the the track and field style Olympic outfit.
Tracksuit as well.
Yeah, he gets the tracksuit.
So where's the Nadeshiko stuff?
I don't know. They didn't have time.
You changed Sakura's face. Oh, come on! You can give Nadeshiko some more colors.
It's not particularly high on the priorities list. Put it that way.
I remember you said that. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. All right, let's see how this goes here. I haven't seen these guys use well, it's only one day again.
I hope one of them picks the story costume just so we can hear our voice change.
From what these guys said, I think, because Phil's likes his swimsuit costumes for some of the characters. I know a lot of these guys like the default colors.
If they're listening, I don't know if they're listening, but if you're taking a request, can one of you pick the story outfit at some point just so we can hear the voice change?
Let's see.
Who's playing Oro today? Broski is the one playing Oro today. Affy.
Yeah, a lot of the guys we have. I can see Phil's trying out Oro maybe in the weeks to come. Not today though, but I know he's hellbent on learning Akira. He really wants to do it. And I think the general consensus I've heard so far is one of her biggest problems is traditional projectiles. So Hadouken, Sonic Boom.
Really?
Having a proper answer. I know her enhanced projectile goes through them.
You got to get a charge.
Even that's still difficult.
Okay. Not necessarily as easy to do on reaction then. Okay.
Right, for a break.
I think the low spin kick is very hard to space it, but will go under projectiles.
Okay, so similar to like Lucas crouching.
I swear I tested that in training mode, and it will go under projectiles, but it's difficult to space.
Ooh, gets the whip punish there, SirBlack. Can he get? He can go for a jab. Not sure what you can do there, but Anti-air. Can you get a back throw?
But even on health right now. Ooh, doesn't confirm it.
I don't know what the cancel window is for that. Oh! He ran away.
Yeah, get out. Very even on health. Just do it.
Yeah, it's gonna catch everyone.
Yeah.
That's gonna catch everyone. And you know what? There's no reason not to do that.
Akira.
You got the charge, 1 bar. Take the, yeah.
So, also what's interesting as well, because these guys have been using V-Shift. There was a substantial change that happened to V-Shift today
Directions, yeah.
as well. So, yep, you can now do V-Shift and a direction, forward or backwards. So that's going to be hopefully no more accidental V-Shift inputs for anyone. But that's actually going to probably disrupt a lot of people's play styles, as well as help people more on defense, certain players.
Well, you can now, like, you can charge, I guess, while doing it as well, can't you? Like, if you're a boxer or something, you can just do dash punch while you're doing it.
But it's interesting because, again, certain characters and certain moves, they were like incredibly prevalent because you couldn't hold direction. And in the heat of the moment, you're not going to let go to do V-Shift.
You're so used to holding, like, back or down back.
Yes.
It's just like, you know, the autopilot muscle memory.
So now all it is literally 2 buttons and a direction.
It's a quality of life
backwards.
change, yeah.
And I think as well that would be pretty powerful against fireballs, because some of the Japanese players, Takamura and a few of the European players as well were doing it. They'd use the V-Shift into the break to push you away after against a projectile, to push you further to the corner. Now that you can do that moving forward, that's even better now. And it's even more consistent.
That is true.
I was
I
actually
didn't think about it. That does make sense. Yeah.
I was doing it with Akira earlier today, and I'm thinking this could be pretty good for a lot of people.
I love how the bike color changes as well. Like if you pick the color, the bike color changes.
Damn, I didn't see this Simpson color. That was pretty damn cool. I like that. I like the color coordination.
Yeah. And if you put the code in, she loses the jacket.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's tougher to win with Oro. Akira is more accessible. Yes, that is definitely a fair assumption, fair assessment. Yeah.
I mean, if you're comparing Akira to Oro, then Akira's definitely easy.
Because it's no charge moves, first of all. Damn, Shakz is running away. He might actually get quite a big win streak.
Going for the 10p. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Low, medium.
Shenshubu. Yep.
I've armored my responsibility.
Right, so they got 1 bar each again, and Shakz has actually been surprising a lot of people with the EX moves here. He's probably used super the least. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally just like confirming into the EX spin kick every time.
And he's been throwing out the EX projectile in people's faces, so pretty good stuff here.
From what I've seen so far, like, I think Broski's the most likely to take him off his win streaks.
Because he's probably Oro.
Yeah.
Because again, mirror match has always done it. Try to go for the tiger knee projectile. I like it.
I've not seen that work yet. Oh! Did there, though.
Nice. Four feels. He's going to charge the V skill while he's got
Literally
the chance.
saw the idea and then just, like, fired it back at him.
Again, these guys are fast learners.
Yeah.
So. No! This could be not
that
big
V
damage.
trigger activation always kills the damage.
Or scaling, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Is there a difference when you end with light, medium, or heavy? Yes, there is. So the light ender keeps the opponent standing within throw range. I think the medium and heavy enders are knockdowns, but the frame advantage is different.
Correct.
I believe that's.
If you go heavy both times, you can normally juggle afterwards as well.
Yes. Mid screen and corner, or just corner?
No, you can do it. If you do like crouching jab into heavy spin kick twice, you can get EX shoulder elbow afterwards.
Oh, yeah, the spin kick, Shenshubu, the heavy version doesn't connect in crouches, I believe.
That's correct.
You've got to make them stand, or...
Yeah,
you've got to make them stand first, I believe.
Which you can do with standing... Either crouching fierce punch or standing medium kick or force stand.
Oh, no! Great combo. Yeah, he's going to get the pick up there. Not a lot of damage, but we'll take it. And you're going to get caught. So, check this out, right? I actually saw this in a replay before. If you neutral jump against her, and Daigo's available, you gotta be mad careful because he's gonna catch you on your landing.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna catch you on your landing. You're not gonna like it.
I mean, he was in the air all day there because he went for the EX energy palm, but even if it was just a regular neutral jump, maybe it would have caught him.
So, do you know what? I'm very curious to see. And again, I'm pretty sure by the end of this week, I think there'll be plenty of knowledge regarding unorthodox, legitimate 50-50s with Daigo, see what people come.
The gimmicks will get ironed out.
They will. This V-Trigger is cool, but it's not the interesting one to me at the moment, so I'll probably just wait for the community to flesh it out, and I'll steal all your stuff.
Yeah. Like, I'm planning to even maybe play a little bit of ranked with Akira as well. I'm waiting for them to sort of like...
Entering the online realm?
I've not played online since like the game came out.
And you want to do that for another 2 years? I take it from me.
I mean, like, I don't. If I lose left, right, center, doesn't matter. I'm just like gonna have fun. But I just think it's just Akira. Like, it's because Akira is now in the game. I want to, you know, play Akira. Yeah.
Damn. I mean, I want you to play too.
I'm not gonna like enter like, you know, I'm not even allowed to enter like 16s or anything like that. Not that I would anyway. But I just want to have fun with this character. But I've not spent any proper time with a character since Barrow.
I want you to have fun and keep that full head of hair on your head. That's what I want. Is he gonna get the kill? Yes,
Yeah.
and the 2 bars.
Yeah.
Shakz learning the combos, styling on the peoples, letting you know Akira has the potential. And he was streaming earlier today.
Jackets off. Serious. Can I confirm?
Is it me or does Akira have big hands? Well, a lot of characters have
Every
big,
character,
every
yeah.
character has big hands and,
And
big
feet,
feet.
yeah.
I mean, what do you want? What do you want?
Yeah. Juggle. Corner only combos. Activates. Doesn't get the throw. Get you out of the corner though. He's popped that thing.
And what's cool as well is Shakz is very good at being impromptu. So he's very good at freestyling with a lot of these characters when they come out on their league. So, throw.
Another throw.
Meaty, yeah.
Yeah, -4, but pushes down.
I'm not sure. It's got, I think it's got like 2 or 3 active frames. I'm not sure the frame data changes when you meet it.
Okay.
I'll have to double check. Or we can ask Shakz afterwards when we get. We should be able to get these guys in the Discord call after the whole
That'd
lobby
be good.
session is done.
Get their insight.
Just to hear everyone's thoughts on it. So.
Just walks in.
Good throw, so. Oh, now he's lost the corner positioning, but he's going to get a substantial life here, which is fine.
Yeah, that really does push around. Yeah.
Oh, he used it to get V skill. Yeah. Air throw.
He wants the perfect.
I think you get Oki after that as well.
Overhead. No.
Is he going to get the perf? Damn, he could have
He
done
wants
fierce
it.
or something.
Ah, denied.
Here we come.
There's the comeback.
Alright, here we go. Gonna do the late jab. No anti-air yet. And there's the throw bait. He caught him, walked out. Gonna close out there. Another win on the board for Shakz there. Is this King of the Hill? Yeah, it's basically winner stays on.
Yeah.
So we are showcasing the characters, but obviously if you do win the first of 2, then you get to stay on, and then your next opponent will be lined up, ready and waiting for you. And to showcase, we do have 3 Akiras in the lobby and 1 Oro player, courtesy of Broski. He will be coming up next, but right now it is the Shakz show. He's showcasing a lot of stuff, pretty much the vast majority of their tool set. And again,
He's even in the stream chat.
look at that. How about that?
I def am.
I see you, Shakz. Hey, Shakz, pick the story outfit. It's a request from him.
If you don't mind, that'd be cool. I don't want to see the voice change. She gets more aggressive.
Matt, is Daigo Akira's brother?
Yes.
Are they from different schools?
I believe they were from different schools originally, yes.
Okay.
But I think Akira then goes to the same school as Daigo.
Let's see some air combos. Unfortunately, none of the guys here have actually been experimenting with V-Skill 2. So as far as I'm aware, everyone was sticking with V-Skill 1 because we were actually thoroughly intrigued by the enhanced projectile. So I think the guys over here, anyway, have been dabbling with that. I'm not sure if 1 or 2 of them have got a couple of V-Skill 2 combos up the sleeve. Maybe 4Fills might have something when he comes back on. But right now, it will be Shakz staying on. And we do have the turtle playstyle returning to the podium.
It's no curse.
And there you go.
Let's see if we hear our voice change.
Let's see how it goes. He's gone V-Skill 2, V-Trigger 2 as well. But thank you very much for everyone that has taken time out of their evenings or their day to tune in and watch these guys play some games. I know, hey, listen, you guys could be playing the character yourself.
Get out of my way or get hurt.
Does he look good in this? I don't know.
I mean,
I like his story outfit.
he's kind of got the Simpsons color going on, so it's difficult to really judge.
I like his story outfit. I do. I like the colours of it.
It's more the Dragon Ball style one with the Master Roshi like aesthetic. I think that'll be popular.
So, in regards to how does her voice become more?
You saw at the start there, she said, "Get out of my way, or I'll hurt you." In the intro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
She definitely doesn't say that at the intro when she's playing nice in the other ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of like when Urian does You Pathetic Insect, which is
Yeah. I don't know if it changes mid-fight. It's just more of the intros and outros.
okay. That goes low because that does whiff on charges. Getting quite some pressure here. This could actually gain substantial ground.
Yeah, I mean, definitely pushback. Yeah. You don't really have to worry about like it not being returned when I think they have to do.
I'm just looking at it now because I'm really curious and can't wait to see what Broski comes up with this. Once he's gotten out, like, you know, his DP punishes and whatever out of the way, when he actually figures out what he can do with this, like not just on hit, on block as well, I think it'll be great to see. It's a charge. He's trying to get the cross cut. Yeah, he's trying to get the cross cut. It's a big risk.
Oh, there was so much recovery on that medium punch.
Walking, encroaching on that space
Yeah,
there,
turtle style.
Oh!
How's this? VP, yep. This corner pressure dashes in, shimmies, no bite.
Oh, he was left on counter hit. So he's got to be very careful with that double jump, Broski. He's really trying to test his reaction.
I tried to challenge it. Tiger doesn't disappear though. And he gets clipped. Activates.
Let's see what he's got. He's gonna
He's
make
got
it.
3 hits. That should be dead. Oh no.
Oh, the reversal.
Tardy counter. Yeah.
I think you should chip him. He's not going to chip him, but I think you should chip him.
He's gonna do it. Yeah. He knew it was coming.
Now, one of those projectiles tracks or goes up.
The EX.
It's the EX
Yeah.
one. Okay. Does it do that over time or?
It's very slow. So I think it does it straight away.
Okay.
So there's no delay. It just always tracks. But it doesn't move very quickly.
This guy's got some weird stuff, man. This guy's got some weird stuff. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
don't think we've seen him use the EX fiber yet.
I think he used it once.
Okay.
But he got hit.
Kira's definitely got the longer reaching, although they're faster recovering as well, normals. Oro's ones really linger.
The V-trick is trapped in the corner. He wants to hold
gets
this
him
as well.
but it's too early.
Yeah, because he wants his
Actually,
V-trick.
if he'd done the follow-up there, it might have comboed.
Throw will do it.
Well, we got the Sean basketballs on deck. Oh, no DP. Yeah. That does. I don't know how fast that is, but it does look pretty damn quick.
I'll have to double check. Obviously, some of the frame data apps I use, they.
Is it because they've got the information up on CFN now? So I'm assuming you'd be able to check it that way. Let me have a look. You normally have to sign in via the PSN, I think.
So it's called
Frame data. There we go.
Kiko. I can't remember what it was called.
Log into your account.
Oh, see, he's going to do the long thing. I'll just wait for those apps to update. I don't know if someone knows in the chat, they can tell us how fast that EX Fireball is, the regular version of the EX one. Oh, sorry, the EX one, but not the V-Star 1 enhanced version until Matt finds it. That would be great to see.
Yeah, it's a bloody PS4, the end of the bloody password.
Stuns racking up here, meaty fireball, yeah, and you know what? One of the guests we have on tonight, SirBlack as well, he found some really cool setups regarding meaty fireball in the corner there for Akira, so I can't wait to see how those turn out in the future. Can you stream some SF4? Yeah, just go to your own Twitch channel and load up SF4 and you can stream it as much as you like. On here,
That was like a Twitter thing recently, someone said that.
on here, we're streaming Street Fighter 5. We're showcasing the new characters that came out today. So apologies, we cannot adhere to your request, Retro Hunter.
Not today.
Not today, I'm afraid. Or I'll tell you what, if you can pay me my day rate, 200,000 USD, I will make the whole stream team turn on SF4. How about that? I think that's a really good deal. Until then, I think you should buy Oro and Akira. And then, you will love SF5. I think that's a good deal. I think that's reasonable. I think that's a reasonable deal. Oh, it's going to get punished. Goes low again.
Oh, I can't remember what my bloody Steam account password
Oh,
is.
there you go. Someone else will find for us.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that regular grab in the corner into the meaty. Urarimon again. Another throw. Broski wants to activate V-Trigger. That's the problem. Yeah, he just wants to activate V-Trigger.
It's out. He's gone for the expensive one. In terms of time. Oh, EX. Will track. Disappears.
Oh, he got hit though.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going to cover a couple of situations for him as well, right? Okay, did they work the same way as Manat's Orbs? They can cover you in certain situations as well?
I don't think they disappear if he gets hit, so yeah.
Okay.
But they don't go full screen as we just saw.
Not paying you? Oh, that sucks. So that means Street Fighter 5 is just going to stay on the screen and you guys are just going to enjoy some
The
more,
current version of the game.
some more Akira
Yeah.
and some more Oro with some B shifts
Get
and
a
some
glimpse
B
of the
breaks.
future right now.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get that in 4. I'm sorry, you can't
That's
get
a
that.
blast from the past, and that's not the stream.
We're here to celebrate the new characters. But again, thank you very much for tuning in. We're just getting the guys lined up once again. Shakz is on a 6-win streak. What are all
If he
you
gets to
people
10, then
doing?
we'll have to kick off.
We might have to.
Yeah.
We might have to.
Already an hour and a half in, and he's just been the Shakz show so far.
I mean, listen, he's the highest leveled Akira
I mean,
here. Yes, 20,
yeah.
29. I see what you did. This guy plays a lot of games. I see you. Stayed on his stream. Done his thing there.
So
But,
is it Mr. Black again?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
That just reminds me of like Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like, yeah, Mr. Black, and now but he's SirBlack, isn't he? Okay,
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll ask him. afterwards, I'm like, why did you name yourself that? If he says Reservoir Dogs, I'll give you that. But I probably don't think it was that deep.
I mean, I doubt it, yeah.
Probably not, but we'll see. Set's becoming Shakz. It is indeed. He's doing it for the peoples at home, and he'll be able to plug in his Twitch stream after if you want to see more of that Akira action. He probably hasn't bumped into a powerful Zoni yet, which is why he still has a smile on his face. All right, so let's see
Round 1.
what SirBlack is gonna do. Yeah, no one has swapped V triggers or V skills.
No, they've been very content with their
Akira.
choices so far. You do get a lot of corner carry off of that.
Alright, so yeah, I want to see some more usage of her Stan Lightning as well. But as I said, like again, I'm seeing a lot of the heavies, a lot of the mediums right now. But when they get a little bit more attuned and accustomed to the character, you will see their light outside of defensive situations. Corner carry?
Yeah.
Straight to the corner. Oh,
Ooh,
missed!
yeah.
Yeah, get the pick up. Big damage here.
No, they've both done it!
Wait, hey, Matt, does this character need fixing already?
They're both going for the heavy, and there's quite a lot of forward movement on that. Maybe if they go for the light and just go for the slight damage reduction, I think that would work better.
This is not scripted, ladies and gents. I promise you. They've just picked up this character today. I've never actually done that combo. So. Next match, we need to see the nostalgia costume. We will try and get
Which one's
Shakz
the
and
nostalgia
Bates.
one? Is that the maid outfit?
Yeah.
I think it is.
I've
yeah.
only seen Punko use that one. So.
Okay, that's the one from. It was the second rival schools that only came out in Japan, not Project Justice.
Which is probably why a lot of us have never seen it.
No, yeah, basically. But we never got the story mode in the first game because it was removed from the Western release of the PS1 version. And then the technical sequel update to Rival Schools only came out in Japan for the PS1. So an expanded story mode, and we didn't get that either. And I think that costume only appears in that game.
Oh, thank you for the lowdown on the lore there, Matt. And as he said that, Shakz takes another win over
Speedrunning this
SirBlack.
right now.
Does that combo not work in the corner? Unfortunately, I cannot tell you because I actually don't know.
I think you have to either, because you went for the heavy DP, you have to delay it,
A little bit.
or you just go for the light.
Can you not do medium?
I mean, I think medium's got a bit more startup similar to the heavy, so that the light comes out quicker and doesn't have as much forward movement either, so it's more likely to hit.
Would love to see the Akira stage, but I guess they're play here for lag reduction. Yes, online the players like to have the optimal playing conditions, which is the training stage. I think one or two guys have picked it online before, which I know a lot of people would like to see it.
And we're getting a lot of DPs come out in the neutral when I don't think they want them, and they're going for the fireball.
Oh no, they're probably going for the kicks. Some people do quarter circle with half circle and they can overlap and mess up your
Okay.
Sometimes that does happen. So.
Going for the light one that time. And clean. Activates.
Yeah. Yeah, he's starting to do that low forward now. He doesn't really need to use it, but again, I'm still not 100% convinced by that button yet. So.
Delay. Ooh, that's punishable.
Someone's asking Phils to pick Falk so he can get Shakz off the win streak. The only other character I'm really permitting today is Broski's Rose.
Yeah, if he wants to try that, I'd like to see it. And then he can use the new Soul Satellite changes. And then apparently she can use the card, like
yes, you
now.
can cancel into the card from the tie combo, you can cancel into the card or the fortune shuffle from another scenario as well. Has Shakz even dropped a game? I think he's lost one game in one of the close to twos, but in terms of
like
overall
SirBlack
streaks,
got one game.
Shakz learns really fast. We were saying it earlier. Feels like Shakz is a fast learner, and this is a great showcase for people if they want to like get into this character or understand how fighting games work when new characters come out. There's some people that learn a hell of a lot quicker, and that's a life lesson in general. There's some people that just learn faster than you. Shakz is one of those people. Just come back to me in 3 weeks.
Well, I'm just like, because obviously, like, this is a set special. It's more of a showcase. We're going for more of a WSO format. But I'm hoping maybe in the coming, weeks, we might be able to get some players that spend more time with the characters and get them to face off in like a first attempt with these two characters.
We'll find someone.
Yeah.
We'll find someone. I'll be definitely keeping an eye out because again, I'm a commentator and analyst. When characters come out, I kind of got to do my job. So I definitely opened up Notepad, 2 monitors up. Characters on both screens.
Getting all the information, learning the move names, everything.
Gotta do it, man. That's what it is. Because again, I wouldn't be surprised if someone brought one of these two characters to the CPT finals. I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be cool.
As a pocket to counter 1 or 2.
There's plenty of time to polish it up, ready for February, I think it is.
And again, that's with the assumption no other stealth balance changes are coming. But Luke will come out. I'm going to presume there's going to be one more balance change or something. So
I think there's probably more in the pipeline.
okay. I don't know how people in the chat feel about that, because this has probably been the only season where we've had the most regular changes. Because the only other time I could think of was season 3 to 3.5. Like, that was like super quick. That was 2 months. No, sorry, season 2. Season 2 came out, then literally a month and a half later they updated it to get rid of Bower, Laura, and Gal from Yuri, because they were terrorists.
I remember what they did. They nerfed Abigail pretty quickly, didn't they? But,
Yeah, in season 3.
Yeah.
Because that was, yes.
Yeah, we did, like, I mean, he definitely needed it.
He was definitely the gate guardian of the game. And believe me, if anybody, do you know what, right? If anybody asks you, if you've been around the Street Fighter 5 scene from the debutant year 2016 till now, if anyone asks you what was season 3 like, I want somebody to go and find the picture of Problem X against Punk.
Yeah, he just hands in his head.
That was season 3.
Oh my god, it was the look of despair.
That was season 3 in a nutshell.
Yeah, and then like Problem almost looking like he wanted to say sorry, but was never going to do that.
not
Yeah,
apologise.
never
No,
going
no,
to do that.
no,
Almost,
no.
almost.
Alright, gonna get that V skill there. SirBlack is actually on match point, by the way. What a turnaround while we've been talking.
Let's go SirBlack.
Ooh. Hold on. Are we gonna go to a final round here, I wonder here, Matt? Yeah, we are.
Done it.
Honestly, Oro doesn't seem very interesting. Pep Pops, please elaborate. Why do you think Oro doesn't seem that interesting? Why are you not convinced?
Have you not seen V-Trigger 2?
Maybe he just doesn't like turtles.
I mean,
I don't know.
not in the generation that grew up with Ninja Turtles, maybe.
Ult delay, and that's not gonna be stunned yet.
Could have got way more.
He jumped out
Yeah.
there. Damn, Shakz turned this
Spends
around.
it. Yep.
If SirBlack can keep him in the corner here, this is big. Maybe 2 throws.
Trade.
Gone for a throw there, boss.
Throw, yeah. Takes the life again. Ooh.
Busted out.
Would have died.
He's got to hold this. He's actually got to hold this. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Yeah. Gets out of there. Nice. Buffering off the standing light kick.
Ooh. There you go.
Is that dead? No.
Why? Is he going to shimmy him or just throw him?
again!
Wow! Hey, SirBlack,
The
you're
bravery.
gonna
Ah, the jab into the walk forward throw.
We
Yeah.
were so close to getting Shakz off that win streak.
If
But,
he didn't DP'd again there, that'd have been amazing.
well, I mean, he risked it.
Both times it landed, I was just waiting for the hat trick.
Boy, that was close, but no cigar. Shakz
With the emoji.
remains undefeated. He almost got DP'd twice. He was going to end the win streak there. But hey, listen, sometimes you've got to take the risks. And again, that does look like a pretty interesting reversal. I'm not sure on the startup on it. How much invincibility.
I don't think it's
forensics
crazy quick, but quick enough.
Okay, fair enough. But I think, due to some of you guys' requests, we might get a nostalgia costume pick from one of the guys that are happening right
hopefully
now.
it'd be cool to see the was it not the story one, the other one?
Nostalgia,
that
yeah,
was it,
the maid outfit. And I think Four Fields was asking in the chat earlier. Shouts to Four Fields. He should be trying out some V Skill 2.
Okay,
maybe a
cool.
bit of V Trigger 2 as well. That's the one I was a little bit more interested in because it reminded me of not Yang. Was it Yang? Was it Yang Super or Yun's?
Yun's Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that. And I was like, okay. And despite what
They
you
both
see,
had it. Did they both have Canadian? I can't
well,
remember.
Yang had after images. It's like Yun was just like an extension. Well, they're kind of like after
Are we
images
talking
themselves.
about Street Fighter?
I'm
3
talking about
or
Street
4?
Fighter 4.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking of 3.
What do you have in
yeah.
3?
I'm pretty because they had super arts. I'm pretty sure they both had it. I can't remember exactly. But
Someone let us know. I forgot.
I might be wrong on that. I might be wrong on that.
I've actually forgotten.
It's been a long time.
Just like
Nobody ever plays Yang, so you don't get to see it very often.
Yeah. How's Akira as an entry character if you are a new player? I think she's pretty accessible. I think you can. I think you can get into this character.
I mean, she's not like crazy basic, but maybe like a kind of in between like a beginner character and a mid-level one in terms of complexity.
I think you'll probably find frustration in terms of getting in against certain characters. But if you're starting out, I think you can still have a lot of fun playing the character.
Oh, he's gone V-Trigger 2 and V-Trigger 2. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to use the whole second new system loadout here. So.
Alright, just doing some of the Mr. Black Tech, went for the EXDP, it works.
And again, these guys are all learning, so they'll watch each other just do stuff and then just nick the idea and do it on the fly. That's what's great about fighting games.
Yeah.
So.
Here we go. Okay. So I think with the... Wow, that's very active.
That's crazy. So you can't jump over that.
With the V trigger 2, if you do the kick one by itself, on block it's your plus.
I think it's like +3.
Yeah. Any other one, you're not.
I think she just rewards good fundamentals. Yes, I was saying it earlier to Matt. It's basically with a lot of tools that Akira has. She is a close quarter combat character, and you really have to have your spacing on point. You know, your footsies, hit confirms. She'll be good if you're good. She is a decent starting character. I know that sounds contradictory to what I just said previously, but at the highest level, she'll be pretty good if you're good. But I can see a couple of zoners giving us a few problems. Okay,
You definitely got to be able to play the neutral game.
Yo! That did a lot of damage.
Yeah. That's minus. Ooh, gets it though.
Right, do the punches, yeah. Right. No, he knocked down. So if you do 3 punches, it leaves her standing in your face with +2, you can throw them.
Okay.
You don't have to do the ender. And
What
then
if you just do the 2?
yeah, is it 3? Yeah, 2, sorry.
Yeah.
So after the activation, do 2 punches. It'll leave
But
him
you could do,
in throw
if you do
range.
the kick and then the punch, then you can do like crouch and jab DP, I think, for a bit more damage rather than doing the ender. Or if you go for the launcher, then you can do the one you get the wall bounce. If she had
oh yeah, the charge
skill 1, but
yeah.
doesn't pick it.
Gonna go for Urarimon, the ES. So to the corner. V-shift as well.
Gets out of there.
It's great to see more V-shifts as well.
I've not seen the code put in, so it loses the bonnet.
It's
Yeah.
just ties her head up. Again.
Gets out of there. Trades with the crossing. And he wants to press button. Oh.
Oh, low! And he's going to get an extension here. He hasn't got any meter for that meaty fireball.
Nice.
Not quite. Throw. This is big. Another throw. Can he get an
Can he
activation
activate?
here?
Yeah. There you go. Pass.
I would have cancelled that. Yeah, if you hold down, I think, it cancels the stance.
Yes. Yeah. That's how you get like more buttons into each other.
So what you can do is
Very
obviously...
plus if you do it like off the activation though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you do stand hard kick activation, cancel, you do another stand hard kick,
Yes.
then go into any of the follow-ups,
Yeah.
or you could wait for a V reversal and grab it. That's what I've known today anyway. But again, that V trigger is probably going to take a little while to get used to.
Yeah.
Same with... Well,
I
same
mean, they're
with
both got
V-trigger.
complexity, but yeah. Different ways though.
All right, so Shakz still on that win streak. No one's kicked him off yet.
Goes to the raw overhead. Hello minus.
I'm hoping...
Oh, we go.
Oh, hey! Right.
Standard
It looks like she gets frame advantage after that.
I think so, yes.
It looks like it.
Yeah, because you can pretty much decide when you press the forward heavy kick, and the lower you are to the ground, the more advantage you get. They did it pretty low there.
I'm hoping we can get Broski on one more time after this. I do want to see Oro one more time.
Yeah, me too. I think we got enough time to do one more. Oh!
Yeah, punches. Keep him there. Oh, he's knocking him down.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, 90.
Do you know what? That's going to be... I think that might be a little bit more annoying than Yuri's tackle. The EX5.
I mean, it's pretty instant.
It's just out there.
Yeah.
And that covers a lot of ground. Let me find... I want to find out the range of this. Oh, boy. Damn, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
It's more than half screen, but not full screen, I think.
What's the day one on their tier list position? Triple M, you must learn something about fighting games. You don't go to tier lists.
Anyone who's prepared to give you a tier list thing now probably isn't worth listening to.
Yeah, it's way too early. You don't ask tier lists on day one about these characters. We can talk about their potential. Tier list, no.
Goes to the throat. Ah! Can he kill? If he went for it, yes. If he gets it right, he might be able to. No. I was going for the... Yeah. Oh, no.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, no throw range. Gonna be reversal? Back throw.
Nice.
Punish that. It's -4. You could do like a jab.
The low forward. One apiece. Got ourselves a game.
All right. He's coming back, and again, Shakz had a couple of close calls, and he's able to pull out. Like, SirBlack was the closest to beating him. SirBlack was the closest to beating him.
I mean,
taking off that win
Broski
streak.
literally went down to the last round as well, I think.
I think so, yeah.
If Shakz wins this one, how is he on an 8 win
Yeah,
streak?
it'll be 8.
Okay, so we've got time for 2 more afterwards, so we're going to let him potentially get the 10p.
So, Insane has said he's in training mode right now. EX5 will hit max almost exactly half screen. So,
Okay.
yeah. Do you know what I might have to do? I might have to get Urian and Akira in training mode and you see the distance of attack. I might do that.
Compare their tools. The best tools in this, yeah.
Hey, we got man like Vicious
Nice,
in
shout out to
the
Vicious.
chat. Shouts to Vicious. Hope you're doing good.
Decent damage.
Everyone say hello to Vicious. Putting in that work wherever he goes, online or offline.
No, he's not listening to your tip.
Throw.
I'm not going for the mix-up. Goes for the extra damage instead.
No anti-air again. Okay.
Gets out of there.
No,
Dashes in.
he dashed out. Then dashed in when he knew Daigo was still there.
Nah, I should have gone for the kicks. I mean, maybe too far out, but you're definitely not classed after that.
See, this are in this weird position where they say how good a character is, but why said character is in that position. Well, some people just won't give you a good enough reason as to why certain
It
characters
depends if
play
you do YouTube videos and that kind of thing, giving you all the breakdowns.
Apparently, tier lists pay your bills.
Punish.
I'm clearly not doing the right content at all. Should just do a tier list.
Man, Shakz is running away with this one. Ah, baits it out.
Shakz turn this around again.
I like it, the
Ends
instant there. Yeah.
with the Tiger knee fireball. Can you talk about what you've seen with Akira's air Kokai when powered at V skill 1? A couple of crumple combos. It's going to be good in situations where she can throw you. The biggest thing is because she has no throw range, so she literally has to be up close for that threat.
Yeah.
And she's got the walk speed for the shimmy as well, so there's options there. But if you wanted the full combo, you need to have the one bar. Well,
Yeah.
obviously, we'll evaluate the situation as time goes on and people really flesh out this character. But, you know, right now, again, everyone's got a different perception and philosophy on the character right now. And again, Shak's one of the best players we have in the UK, and he has definitely learned the
Yeah.
fastest.
I mean, I've just pretty much got my eyes glued to Twitter right now, just seeing what the new tech is getting figured out.
How much potential do you think both these characters have, even if it's early? I think in the long run, Oro will be more of a problem than Akira. Akira, again, someone mentioned in the chat before, she is probably going to heavily reward fundamentals, but I can see more glaring weaknesses in Akira's gameplay off the bat than I can see in Oro's right now. It's just going to take a little while for people to get solid wins under their belt. Shakz says he found his new bae. Shakz, you ain't faced the poison yet. We'll decide that after we do long sets.
Shakz gets a new bae every season.
I know.
At least once, yeah.
One guy had a sonic boom.
Yeah.
The other. Do you know what? Ask Shakz about his Nakali.
Oh my god, I've not seen that for a long time.
He said, I'm playing
Yeah.
Nakali. Do you know his Nakali turned into this pink-haired woman with a whip 2 days later. Ask him about Nakali, guy. Never believe Shakz when he says he's found a new character. Just don't believe him. Take it from me. Oh, he's going with skill 1.
Mixing it up.
So
KTG is saying so you can Tiger Knee the EX palm if you can. Both these characters have a Tiger Knee move, but you can do it with Oro's kicks as well.
no, is it mad punishable? I don't think it is. There's too much pushback on Akira's air fireball.
Yeah, Oro's one you can punish.
Yeah. Jump in the game and rival school him. I'd love to, but I kind of got to host this stream for you guys. And don't worry, from what I've seen, Shak's Akira is way better than mine. It's way better than mine.
We're fishing with that standing medium kick. Bit of forward movement with that as well. Once you go standing medium kick, you like pushes her forward quite a bit.
There's the blanket chan.
Ready.
Anti-air as well. Yeah, Oro will become more of a problem when people master him. Yeah, I actually can't wait to see when someone says, right,
it's got all those 50-50 side switches and all this kind of nonsense, and people are like, oh, what do I block?
when someone says they're dedicating time to Oro, I'm following that dude.
Nice. When he knew he was going for the charge, just threw that button out.
And
Double
again,
jump.
do you know why they gave both these two fast dashes? I think they both got 16 or 17 frame dashes or something.
I mean,
You got the
they
offensive.
both look reasonably nimble.
Almost carrying the turtle for God's sake.
I mean, he's like, what is it, 140 or something?
I think so. I love Oro's V skill 1. It looks kind of difficult to set up on a lot of occasions. But I can definitely see a good, decent amount of potential behind that as well. So.
Reverse it. Close out the jab. Uh-oh. Maybe what was the final hit? It's anyway, okay.
He died? Was that that was the last
That
hit?
was the last hit.
Damn,
Decent damage. But then she's low health, 950.
Well, they're both 950.
Yeah.
Right?
Pushing with that low forward.
So,
A lot of recovery on that V skill.
It does. It's tracking.
Yes.
Right, okay. No. So when you put Onibi out and then that, oh, Jesus.
And then you can go for like the hop and just go the other side, all this kind of nonsense. Goes for the double jump, 90-hour attempt. Fishing with the standard fish. Fierce connects.
on. He's got CA and V-Trigger on deck here. That's going to CA. Yeah. CA.
Oh, that was nice.
Right, I think he's dead.
I think
That should be it.
Yeah,
that's raw,
that's
and his
raw.
health is below the stun gauge. There you go. And I believe it does, the very last hit does about like 1 or 2 hit points of damage. So sometimes it might not be able to tell, but I don't think we'll have that situation with the Karen CA couple of situations.
No.
I know that does. Akira's CA raw does 330. I haven't checked Oro's.
Okay.
And 330 is on the lower end of the CA damage scale. So we'll see how this one goes. Back into it now between the boys.
I'm pretty sure Oro's is a bit higher.
Maybe. I'd have to double check.
Yeah, that crouching medium punch of Oro goes really far, but you can't cancel it.
Very low. Yeah. Have we got one more after this one?
We do. If Shakz gets the win, which he's looking to at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Oh, anti-air.
The cross cut, yeah.
Throw.
And still the items just fall on the ground.
Oh, meaty.
Does that
elbow
affect, like, if he
down.
immediately presses a button on wake up, will you still get the same, or does the items have to go back behind him before you'll get them to follow his normal?
I'm not sure. I want to see how it drains over time without him using them. I don't know how quickly he is.
I get the impression that they have to return to the reset to their position before it happens. I guess.
Maybe.
That's what I reckon it'll be.
Delay wake up there from Broski.
doesn't reach the crouching medium and immediately goes to the swing. What if the turtle's got a name?
You'll have to tell me. Have you done it in the introduction video?
I mean, I've not asked the. I didn't think to ask, to be honest.
Oh, he's going to get punished for that fireball, but it disappears. And he's going to go for the flash kick.
Could be like Leonardo or something.
If that is his name.
That'd be hilarious. He could have killed that.
No, you
so
don't.
much startup on that.
So this is it.
Killed himself.
Wow. Oh.
We've been seeing a lot of Akira whiffed DPs this season.
I wonder if that is going to be a common problem with this character.
I mean, it's not like just Shakz is doing it. Pretty sure we've seen.
Everyone's done
it.
Phil's, SirBlack, they've all done it. Stand fierce into the heavy elbow is a frame trap. Okay, again.
Yeah, he gets out of there.
That's punishable?
Probably.
I don't know. You might be able to catch it with air moves.
Punish. Don't know how minus it is. Yeah, you're right.
Tracks off there, gonna go back to the neutral here. Broski has got a life lead. No Tengu Stone V-Trigger just yet. He might be able to close this out. Take it out, but there it is. All right, big. This is big. Throw.
Yeah, he's got the life lead now. All right, do something.
Should
be a kill. Keep it basic.
He's got the whole thing. Whole thing.
He's got it. Yeah, nice.
Hey. Heck, even then, adding the jump is kind of basic because you've got enough time.
Oh yeah, if you throw out the right button beforehand, there's so much hit stun. You got ages to do the jumping.
You've got enough time.
Okay.
We'll see. Let's find out. We'll see. All right, so it's 1-1 between these guys right here. I mean, we're going to be having a discussion with these guys for a couple of minutes after this is done. But let's see if Shakz gets that 9-win streak or if the win streak is going to end.
Called it, yep.
Right, that might be one way to do it. Yeah, if you get the anti-air fireball as anticipation, then you set up the V-Skill, and that's one way. That definitely is like one way. That crouching medium punch is so annoying.
It goes so far, but you can't cancel it into specials.
Good.
I mean, it makes sense.
I don't think you'd want that to be special.
No, definitely not. Alright, get those buttons, make him do stuff. Ooh. Nice, ready.
Okay, he got out of the corner though. Damn, dude, get out! Like, we don't need you on the screen anymore. He's just dead, just chilling. Ah!
Wow. He went for the what was it? The full energy EX palm with the V-Skill buff as well, but because it was in startup, he completely stuffed it.
Did they say no crouching medium kick cancel? No, we said no crouching medium punch. No crouching medium kick.
Yeah.
Crouching medium punch. Nice egg grab.
Looking good. Chance this ramage.
Caught him as well.
Yeah.
That being
Double
special.
jug on the air.
Do you know what? They probably didn't make crouching medium punch cancel because that is.
Yeah.
Similar to
That
Rashid's
hits even
first hit.
further.
Oh, dude, he could have got a clean jump in there on the hard kick if he wasn't committed.
Here we go. Come on, he had the opportunity last time. Will he do it this
Oi,
time?
Broski, unskilled.
Ah, come on. No, it's still early days. Come on, day one. Fair enough. Items come back, disappear.
Oh no. Ooh, that's minus 17.
That's gonna, oh.
Oh my god, Broski, what are you doing? Stop playing with my heart strings.
Nice jump back jab. Alright, final round.
Here we go, here we go.
And Broski dethroned Shakz.
This final
Depends
round,
on the bar.
he's got no meter. And I think he's going to need that flash kick in a minute. Yeah, I think he's going to need that flash kick. He shifted.
Ready, delay. Challenges it with a jab. That was sneaky, goes back in the corner though. He got a fireball startup.
That's a big risk.
This is looking bad.
Well,
Playing with the V-trick here. Putting on the V reversal. I mean, V-shift.
yeah, he's trying to bait the anti-air Shakz.
Yeah.
Well aware, good situational awareness. He knows what Broski's looking for. No Tengu V-trigger just yet. And he's out. That's got good durability when you do the enhanced projectiles, but when Oro's got all of this stuff on the screen. Watch out! Watch out! Oh no! He's not safe!
Oh, if that had landed. If that had landed.
Hang on, Matt, we got something.
Oh, no!
The reversal.
He had the opportunity.
Oh! Do you know what he did? He tried to do the double jump. I think if he left, if he didn't commit to the double jump, and he just did a single jump, he might have been able to just about escape that jumping hard kick from Akira. But again, Shakz keeps that win streak intact. But I'm going to have to keep the suspense on hold, ladies and gentlemen. The stream tuber told me we need another break. I got to get these bills paid. You know what we do? We'll see you on the other side. See you in a bit.
Time to start warming up.
いつかあの背中に追いつくために。さて一丁やって ってやりますかねえさっさすりゃすりゃさっさと始めようぜ俺は誰にも負けねえ
Alright, ladies and germs, Dungeons and Dragons, Oros and Akiras, welcome back. We're here on the stream. We've concluded our gameplay showcase of the new characters that have come out today. Shouts to Shakz for reigning supreme.
We
with
definitely
the
got
Akira.
to see a lot of Akira, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
V's
And
got one, V's triggered one.
obviously, shouts to the guys. You can see on your screen at the bottom all the participants we had tonight. Shakz, 4Phils, Broski, and SirBlack on the screen. And we do, like a talk show, we got these guys in on the Discord call because we need to hear their day one thoughts. Maybe someone's got a tier list they can do to pay some bills to get that YouTube money. But gentlemen, Shakz, Phils, Broski, SirBlack, can you all hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right, we're all good. First of all, gentlemen, thank you very much for taking time out your Monday evenings to come and join us and showcase some of the gameplay of the new characters. So I'm going to start with Shakz first, since he looked like he had the most fun. Shakz, your initial thoughts on Akira right now, what are they?
I think the character's got strong potential, you know. I think she's pretty good up close, you know, good mobility, good Oki, good damage. Yeah, I think she's got good potential.
Okay, fair play. Now, I was actually talking to Phils about this separately and SirBlack about this separately. I want to get SirBlack's opinion first. What was one of the weaknesses you noticed with Akira playing her today?
Medium punches, stubby.
Medium
Very
punch.
stubby. Yeah, medium punches. Her crouch and medium kick is good, but her standing and crouch and medium punch are very stubby, and they miss at certain ranges. So I feel like that's a bit of a weakness. And a B trigger one, I don't think is very good mid-stream. Like, you have to hit confirm it on block. You don't get the best out of it, but maybe that's just because it is day one.
Okay. I mean, Matt, do you kind of see what he's...
I mean, certainly the stubby, medium punches does make sense. I mean, she's got short arms.
I mean, she's a small
Yeah.
girl, right? Got to ride a big bike like you. But, Phils, there was something else we were talking about as well regarding weaknesses or kind of struggles you noticed in day one. Would you like to elaborate and tell the stream what you noticed as well?
Yeah, I think she really struggles. Well, so far I've been struggling with fireball projectile characters. So like Ryu, the zoners specifically. So you got Ryu, Sagat, and like Rose, I'd say,
Okay.
are quite difficult because she has anti-projectile things like a powered up EX fireball with V-Skill 1, but she doesn't have access to that all the time. It has to be stored, and to store it in the first place is quite difficult because it has a very huge startup.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to use her walk speed to your advantage, but you have to hold a lot of fireballs a lot of the time.
Okay. Now, before I move on to Broski, I've got to ask Shakz and 4Phils this question. I'll go with Shakz first. Is this a character you're going to commit to, potentially? Or is it just like, 2-3 weeks having some fun and then we go back to CPT business?
No, I'm committing 100%.
You're committing 100%,
Oh, wow, okay.
Phils. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's the second day for Phils. Shakz, what about you?
So basically, my situation is different. So obviously, I play Laura and Cammy, right?
Yeah.
And I want to see how Akira does against some of the bad matchups that I have for Laura. So like, for example, Cammy, Karen, Rashid. So I want to see how she deals with those matchups first, and if she has like an answer for those characters, then it's definitely a character I want to add to my arsenal. So yeah, I want to see how things work out
Okay,
in terms of matchup spread and stuff.
fair play.
I
Fair
do
play.
have one question because, like, before the character came out, a lot of people, from what they saw on like the trailers and the showcase streams we did, they were thinking that she was going to be a bit like a Karen replacement.
Okay.
Do you think that has happened now that you've played her, or do you reckon that was way off now?
We'll give that one to Shakz.
She is very similar to Karen because like she's obviously a character that relies on hit confirming, so like that's where she gets most of her damage from, and like she can get started from like one single hit confirm. Obviously Karen is known for that low forward hit confirm too, so she has that same that same effect, and obviously she has really good mobility too, good anti-airs, so I can see the resemblance between the two characters as I play them both. So yeah, she is quite similar to Karen.
Okay, fair play. Now we got to go on to our lovely turtle playstyle.
Yes.
The lone Oro representative, Broski. So first of all, Broski, I don't think I actually asked you this. What made you pick Oro out of the two that were coming out simultaneously?
I think I just have a thing for like weird characters. I like sort of like technical oddball characters, so I tend to gravitate towards the ones that whenever you're playing with a friend and you're on the character select screen and your friend goes, "Who the hell is that?" That's my character.
Okay, fair play. Now, obviously, your first impressions, because I think you made it to platinum rank with. That's what we did see. Yeah, you have made it to platinum rank with Oro. What are you thinking of him so far, Broski?
I think he's interesting. He's very technical. I think I get the feeling that there's like we're not even scratching the surface of what he can do. So it's kind of early to call anything. I remember a lot when Manat first came out. No one knew any VT1 combos. Everyone was just throwing like all 6 orbs just immediately.
Oh yeah.
And there was no like plan or skill to it. So I think the kind of the same thing's happening with the Tengu stones right now. Everyone is just releasing them all at once and just kind of like scrambling. But it could be kind of threatening once it gets unlocked.
Okay, so obviously similar to Shax's situation and Forfa's situation, do you think Oro will be a character you'll to commit to as maybe a secondary or tertiary, or are we just having fun with the character right now, see where the wind takes us, Broski?
I usually take most new characters to master rank for the streams just because it's I think it's a good way to learn how to fight against the character if you've taken them that far. So I'll use that as like matchup information, and then once I get to the end of it, I'll see like am I enjoying the character? Do I want to continue or just like leave it there? So I'll see how it goes.
Okay, and obviously continue with the Oro discussion. SirBlack, did you try any Oro today or face any Oros today?
I haven't. I've thought a few. Navigating his neutral is a bit tricky. But yeah, I haven't played him just yet now.
Okay, are you gonna consider playing him, or is it just gonna be Akira for a little while now?
Nah, definitely not. He is not my type of character whatsoever.
That's exactly how I feel about Oro personally.
No, fair play. Now, I'm going to leave this as an open question to all 4 of you, but I'm going to start with Broski's opinion first. Do you see Oro being a problem for the vast majority of the cast a couple months down the line?
Problem? Probably not. I think generally, like in Street Fighter 5, projectile characters, maybe with the exception of Guile, haven't fared that well in the long run. That's not an attempt to downplay Dalsin, by the way. Putting that out there.
Okay. Four Phils, what do you think? Do you think Oro will be a problem later down the line?
I think it will sort of be like a Dalsim sort of situation where we know the character's good, but it's only the selective few that make the character really good. So I think later down the line,
Okay.
a lot of people will not play the character, but those who stick with him will be very good, and you'll be able to see the skill level.
Okay. Shakz, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I agree as well. I think like a few months down the line, you're going to see high-level players using Oro, and then, they might cause some upsets with him. So yeah, I think the character has a strong potential as well.
All right.
Yeah, on down the line.
And SirBlack, do you think he'll be a problem, or you just don't care about him?
I just don't care about him. But I would say this: I think so, just because it's really difficult. But when they understand his neutral a little bit better, and his fireball and his B-skill setups, I definitely think he could be an issue.
Okay.
I've got a feeling he's going to be one of those characters that we want to have at least one really good Oro player in Europe to be able to practice against. Because if you get some Japanese guy really brushes up on all the setups and stuff like that, and then nobody has any kind of home experience and he's going to do damage, you're going to be fearing facing this guy in brackets. So I hope we get somebody strong like Broski over here who will put the time in.
Yeah, he alluded to it. He's a weird character, and so we do have a couple of people or users of weird characters in Europe, so maybe they might gravitate to Oro and maybe concoct one or two strategies, some tech character grounded V triggers. But I got another question for Broski as well. Obviously, this character patch came with some changes or bug fixes regarding the characters, but there was a clear-cut winner. It was Rose, but you were playing a bit of Rose before. I don't know if you're still dabbling with her now. Are you considering giving her another go, picking her up again, or are you thinking these changes are not good enough for her in the long run?
I think the one change that I looked at that made me a little bit interested in looking back at Rose was the DPs now being I think upper body invincible rather than just head invincible to jump-ins, because she had a lot of problems with late anti-airs, so that might be something to look at.
Okay, fair play. Shakz, you were saying something about Rose as well. You didn't think some of these would be game-changing, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, some of the changes are decent, but I still feel like she's still gonna be in the same tier list. I feel like her bad matchups are still gonna be the same. Not much has changed there. So I feel like it's still gonna be really hard for Rose players to really make it effective this season. So.
I mean,
she's still kind of lower mid tier.
Some people peg her as the worst character in the game.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, worse than Dan. That's what some people have said. Some people have said she's worse than Dan.
Okay.
Hopefully
change that at least.
Hey, listen. Some people, I'll tell you, if you look in my neck of the woods, some people have Rose as the worst in the game. Maybe Dan just one or two pegs above her, but that's depending where you look and who you ask. Now, again, another universal question for you guys before I have one final question for you. We'll start with 4 Feels on this one. The V-shift change, doing it with a directional input, is that much better for you, or is that not really a big hindrance to you?
To be honest, I haven't really played around with it enough yet. From what comes to mind, I would think of character-specific things to use the V-shift on, so not so much my main character, which is Falk, but I was thinking maybe Cammy. You could always V-shift her dive kick, but now it might be a little bit easier to get that 1 millisecond faster of a reaction to V-shift while you're holding down back. You quickly hold back and then V-shift. Or if you're walking forward. Because, another thing it could also help for, when Cammy does a dive kick, for example, and you're stuck in the corner, when you see her jump, you sometimes get caught because you're walking forward thinking it's going to be a cross-up. Now that you can V-shift as you walk forward, that may help things out. Maybe.
Do you know,
little things like that is what you kind of
that's a good point to highlight.
Think about.
That's an interesting point. Obviously, Broski, you're using a character that's been utilizing V-shift a fair bit. Obviously, seen it through Mr. Crimson tournament play. It did shift the defensive meta a fair bit. Do you think having the V-shift change with the directional input, is that going to significantly change it again, or is the defensive meta still going to be where it's at now? What do you think?
I think it tones down all of the V triggers that rely on a move that you charge up to become unblockable, like Abigail VT2 and Honda VT1 and stuff. Because the problem with those is that if you want to V shift them once they get to the unblockable full charge, you've got to let go of block for a split second, and it's very easy to get blown up in that little window where you let go of block. So now you can just safely hold back and not really worry if you miss the timing, because you get scaled unblockable damage. So I think that helps in a lot of dodgy matchups, Honda is one that I hate. So I'm looking forward to that getting better.
Okay, fair play. SirBlack, what do you feel about that change, or have you not really messed around with the V-shift stuff today?
I haven't yet, but just echoing what Broski said. Definitely the charge V skills, but also just in neutral against E Honda's headbutt. Just being able to walk back and forth and being able to V-shift that is quite big, I think. So Yeah,
Damn.
definitely gonna play that.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, that SirBlack and Broski brought it up, that might be a huge game changer to some of Honda's gameplay overall.
Yeah.
In quite a number of his matchups.
Just definitely makes more defensive elements a bit more consistent by sound
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Now, Shakz, the only reason I ask you last, because I know your character is going to be public enemy #1 and suffering this stuff because you get to hold forward against you now. But are you worried at all about this new change regarding your character roster, Shakz?
Nah, I'm not worried about it. If anything, I'm actually like happy about this change because I was actually playing ranked for a while today, and I ran into a lot of borrowed players. So like, obviously, this new change helps with you like being able to walk back and stuff and V-shift on reaction. So whenever I do see like a yellow flash, I can walk back at the same time and obviously V-shift and get a full punish. And before you just like walk into it because you couldn't hold a direction. So I definitely feel like it's gonna help in the long run because. Yeah, you can't really get away with that stuff anymore. Urian's EX knee drop, you know, stuff like that. Honda's headbutt. So yeah, it's definitely a good change that I'm happy about.
Judging from what our 4 guests have said, it's probably, I think people are going to have to take a look at the charge moves. Charge moves and the unblockable charge moves first.
Yeah,
Because they might be the ones that might be heavily affected the most. I mean, I can't wait to see what the guys come up with, even with these 2 characters that have come out and some of the new changes there. You got any more questions before we wrap things up here for the guys here, Matt?
No, I think that covers all of it.
All right. Obviously, gentlemen, Shakz, where can the people follow you if they want to see more of that Akira gameplay? You can plug yourself here now if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to be streaming more Akira from now on. So if you want to head over and follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/ShaxLDN. You can catch me there streaming Akira. So yeah.
All right, cool. For Phils, where can they see you for streaming purposes of Akira as
I'll
well?
also be streaming main character Falk, secondary Akira. You can see me streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/the4Phils on Twitch.
Cool. And then Broski, where can they find you if they want to see the Hermit?
Hang on, what is my Twitch URL? Broski FGC. Check it out. I didn't know what it was for a second.
Oh damn, he hasn't seen it in so long.
Pro streamer.
Damn, he's a pro streamer indeed. SirBlack, have you got any place that people can follow you or check you out if they want to see more gameplay from you regarding Street Fighter?
Well, I don't stream, so it will just be Twitter, which is SirBlack FGC.
All right, I'll make sure to, because he has been posting up a couple of Akira Tech videos on Twitter, so I'll be sure to retweet them and let people
I don't think I follow him,
eyes
so
on you.
I'm going to follow him as well. I see more Akira Tech, definitely.
All right, gentlemen, that's about it for tonight. Once again, much appreciated for jumping on and showcasing these characters. Make sure you follow these guys on their following social media outlets. We got to close the show, and I'm pretty sure some of you have got beds to go to or lab training mode to go to, because I know Broski woke up at 5 in the morning for this stuff. I don't know why, but we're going to be going back and closing that show. So, gentlemen, when you're ready, you can leave the Discord call, and I'll speak to you all very soon regarding Street Fighter.
Thank you.
All right, so that was a pretty interesting conversation with the gents there. I mean, how do you feel about that overall?
Yeah, so like for Phil's, Shakz were pretty much saying that they're going to put the time in with Akira. That's reassuring. Like they've spent the day 1 playing them. They see the potential there. So hopefully they're going to put a bit more time in and kind of like figure out the tech a bit more. Which I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing this character more on the CPT. Broski's saying as far as a secondary of Oro is concerned, he needs to spend a bit more time to figure out the more technical aspects and figure out the matchups and stuff. But the fact he's even playing the character to begin with, it's reassuring. I was awesome stuff we were seeing on the stream earlier, so it's good. I think these both these characters have been received really well.
Yeah. Again, like I said, shout outs to the development team because all the characters, despite where you place them in whatever tier list or wherever you rank them in the game, they have actually been incredibly fun for a lot of people to play.
This whole season has just been awesome character after scam. Like you'd think Dan, when he got announced, like, oh okay, we get him like a joke character. It's not gonna be much fun.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it was.
I thought that as well when it was originally announced, and then you're seeing all the taunt cancel stuff and all the crazy stuff he can do as well. I mean, maybe not high in the tier list, but in terms of a fun character to play, he was definitely a lot of fun.
I definitely feel the Infinite changed people's perception on Dan. I definitely feel that changed it. But guys, do not forget that all of this content is available right now. We showcased the latest 2 DLC characters. There is still 1 more character. The gateway to the future of Street Fighter will be upon us later this year in November. And again, you can pick up the premium pass, which will include both the characters, the costumes, just a lot of content in general. So get buying. The game should still be on sale. I'm in the UK, so
I can't remember when these sales. I think one of them closed on the 16th and one closed on the 18th.
yeah. So it's the 16th now. We got 40 minutes till midnight anyway.
Right.
If you're in America, 5 hours, 8 hours, whatever time it is, you've probably still got some time to buy it on Steam. If you are on PC, if you are on console, I'm not sure if the same sale applies.
A console on Steam. One of them was the 16th. One of them was the 18th.
Steam was 16th.
Okay,
so that's the one I do now.
Yeah. So I believe PS4 might have been the 8th. Don't hold me to that, but I think it was from memory.
We'll have to double check there. But again, you can see it on there. If you haven't got Champion Edition, it is up there. Again, this game goes on sale every 2 weeks. Right? And if you still haven't got it and you're considering trying it, why not? There's a plethora of fighting games out there, but I want you to try this one. I want you to play this one, and I want you to play me. I want you to play the rest of the UK scene, so you can see how good we are. And I want to see you guys turn into champions, and I want to see you enter these tournaments.
It's been out for 5 years now, so they've been gradually refining it year after year. We're now up to almost 45 characters now. It's like a pretty.
That's going to be one more than SF4.
Yep.
I think it's going to be one more. than SF4.
So currently we are tied for SF4, but we're going to go one bigger.
Extra mile indeed. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time, at least here in the UK anyway, where we got to wrap up this show here. Once again, much appreciated for everyone taking time out of their day on Monday to come and tune in and see some showcased Akira and Oro gameplay. Matt, thank you for coming down, since Veggie is just literally... He told the guys I don't pay him enough, so he just left me stranded on an island. So he came and saved me.
It's good to be back.
He saved me. I might start streaming because it's been about 2 or 3 months since I've last streamed. So I might stream some Akira Oro. I'll see. You might just magically see my stream just turn on this week or something like that. But other than that, make sure you follow us on our handles at HCJammers, at The Street Right on Twitter.
The real favourite Brits. Yeah, none of this imitation nonsense.
I don't know. We got to let him dream somehow. We got to give him something.
That's fair enough.
He is quarantining in Mexico right now. But hopefully he stays safe. I'm hoping you guys stay safe as well. But... we got to love you and leave you, and we got some games to play, because funnily enough, I do actually have. I've got it here. You can't see it, but I've got it here. I've got my laptop open with SF5, and I want to play some Akira now.
Nice.
So we're going to leave you. We're going to host someone else or raid someone else. But guys, keep practicing, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Take care.